Yeah.
We're gonna let this one ride. All right, for a minute.
Yeah, it's your life. You can play with it. You make your bed, you gon' lay in it. Do your thing, just be safe with it. Triple bunks in the state prison. Blue laces in my blue chucks. I ain't never gave $2. BT, I chunk the hood up. Asking if that nigga.
Shout out to Crenshaw.
Like I wouldn't take it to the back with
South
you.
Central, what's up?
Same nigga
Slauson.
track with you.
Slauson.
Same nigga shot a strap with you. Same nigga bought a sack with you.
Everybody in the neighborhood, hold your head up.
Two birds.
Keep supporting his music too. He told y'all a year or two ago he owned his own masters. It's real. Buy the physicals.
2 C's on my bitch shit.
Go to Amazon, get that digital. Okay. Buy the songs.
6 words help you get this.
As a matter of fact, go to Tidal.
Yeah, if you're gonna stream it, go to Tidal.
If you're gonna stream it, go to Tidal.
Shouts out to Tidal. He's one of the first persons to talk about Tidal too.
Yeah. All love to the family. All love to his kids. All love to Lauren London. All love to his friends. Everybody in the community that really loved him.
Which more people are showing that. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people been showing them, but now.
Big up to everybody who showed him love. Snoop, Dave East, the LAPD, the Lakers, the Clippers, Dodgers.
Westbrook went for that 20-20-20, which is insane.
Shout out to Westbrook for the triple 20.
Shit is crazy. I was watching that game, and then like I left during the third quarter. I went to go see the recap. I'm like, damn, when that happened?
Yeah.
Because I know he had 14 assists and 11 boards.
Yeah. And then at the end,
He turned it up.
take the code off like 20 plus 20 plus 20.
I love
For
that
those
nigga
that know.
Westbrook. I love that nigga Westbrook.
That was righteous.
And that's all people talked about. It was like, damn, Westbrook's my favorite player.
He might have won the MVP off of that one.
He should have.
We're going to give him, fuck it, he the MVP. Him and Nipsey the MVP. Nah. MVP, Nipsey Hussle.
Straight up. Westbrook 6-man.
Westbrook 6-man.
In this category, we got, of course, we ain't talking about NBA.
Long flights get my mind right. Victory to me is when you spend your time right. Victory to me is when you get your grind right.
We told y'all we're going to let this ride.
Yeah.
Might let it ride to the end of the song. It's only like 2 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
He went straight through, no hood.
Hey, man. You get a Ninth Wonder beat, you got to kill it.
I never heard anybody on Ninth Wonder beat it. It sounds trash.
Right? And the cool thing about this is, like, you don't hear too much of this type of rap on the Ninth Wonder beat.
Straight West Coast.
Yeah, like, it's not even so much some G shit, because, I mean, there's been people that talk G shit on Ninth Wonder beats. But just, like, he just found the West Coast pocket.
Yeah. I think Blueface killed the Ninth Wonder beat.
Think Blueface?
Why not? Let's try it. I'm not talking about Lil B at all. I'm not talking about the bass guy. But what was everybody talking about with Lil B? And then he got on that bass for your face beat and killed it.
You all right. You all right.
Besides t-shirts and buttons.
Episode 31.
Yes, sir.
Watch Talk Radio. It's a bit of a sad one.
Yeah, I had to pull up for this one. If y'all didn't know, we weren't actually face-to-face before due to circumstances of not having a car, as far as my end. But now that's changed.
Yeah. So just in case nobody knows.
We don't know.
Yeah, at this point, if you don't know, I mean,
like people in New York knew.
Yeah.
And then they lit up the Empire State Building, which is crazy.
If you are just coming out of the coma and listening to this for the first thing to get your update,
yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, I got some bad news for y'all. I got some bad news for y'all, man. But now, unfortunately, on March 31st,
J-Rock's birthday.
J-Rock's birthday.
Yeah.
You know, we couldn't properly celebrate Duke being eliminated from the tournament. Cause around what, 2:00 in the afternoon?
Yeah, 2:00.
you know, Nipsey was Nipsey Hussle, neighborhood Nip, was at his store, Slauson and Crenshaw, that little area right there behind the Shell next to the Fat Burger.
Yep.
He was there. You know, we got the story now. Apparently, one of his friends had gotten out of jail. His friend had been in there for, I guess, 20 years, they said. So he haven't seen this dude out of jail since he was in middle school.
Yeah, basically.
So he was so happy, he just left. He didn't tell nobody. He just got up and dipped. Went straight over, you know, helping his friend get some clothes and, you know, set him up with the store, probably get him right, try and get his life on track, keep him out of the street. And unfortunately, someone showed up and opened fire, and Nipsey was shot, I think, what, a total of 6 times?
6 times.
Total of 6 times. And shortly after that, he was pronounced dead. So Nipsey Hussle was 33 years old.
Yep.
Born August 15th. Think so.
I think August 15 or 14, but you probably got it
August
right.
15.
I know it's August, so.
And yeah, man, it really, you could feel all of Los Angeles more, particularly South Central.
Yeah.
Like South Central, East LA, Inglewood, Watts, Compton, Carson, Torrance, all of those places. It just Hyde Park, all of it, everything. Nobody was feeling right. It's been 3 days.
3, yeah.
Still don't feel right, man.
No, at all.
The story is apparently there's a guy who lived around the neighborhood or was from the same neighborhood that he was from, but apparently the man, his name is Eric Holder, not Obama's attorney general, because we'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was ready to go right now.
Yeah, no, we'll get to that. But and yeah, apparently he was a snitch, and Nipsey didn't want him around because he knew who he was, and said, don't be over here, you can't be over here.
Show me your papers.
Yeah. And the dude took offense to that, and yeah, you guys know the rest of the story. Apparently he's already been arrested, and thank goodness, because I don't know about you, but
it's gonna get bad.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
For his family, not just for him, his family.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to retaliation, nothing is off limits. Y'all think battle rap is a game? No. When it comes to real street shit,
yeah,
retaliation is real.
Yeah, that was the first thing. Like me, my brothers, and my homeboy, we was all in the living room when we saw that, and we all just, nobody really said it until I was like, they need to find whoever did this right now, because if they don't, like,
it's gonna get bad.
Yeah, remember a few years ago in the hundreds when they did the 100 Bodies, 100 Nights thing?
It's gonna get like that.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, 100 Bodies, 100 Nights means exactly what you think it means.
Yep. All the 100 blocks, all the gangs in the 100 blocks just shooting people.
Yeah, it don't matter who you are. They just want this vengeance, this hurt, this pain. Thankfully, there hasn't been, as far as I know, there hasn't been too much yet.
No. At this point, I don't see too much because they got the person that did it. Because obviously, it was just one person. If it was just one set that did it, then it would be a huge issue in our neighborhood, our old neighborhood. But in this instance, it was one person. So,
and so the more fascinating thing I told my brothers was the police definitely had to get this guy, not just because it would get bad, but the other reason was because they were trying to renovate that area, for lack of a better term, gentrify in a certain spot. And that's where it was fascinating with Nipsey. Because from what it seemed with Nipsey, like, I don't just want to talk about the tragedy, let's talk about like a lot of the good he did.
Right, of course.
One of the more fascinating things I found about him was when it came to that area particularly, he was trying to make it better without pushing out the people who already lived there.
Right.
He wanted the people who he grew up around who had these hard lives to be able to see a nice neighborhood not from the outside, or have to go to Palmdale or Corona or Lancaster or someplace like that, or San Bernardino. He wanted them to be able to see LA changing for the better and be able to experience it and to realize that there was a way out of this and you didn't have to do what you were doing. And there's hope. So that was one of the more fascinating things. And that's why they had to catch this guy, because if they didn't catch this guy right away and they didn't identify who it was, not only would it get bad, but it would not just ruin his message, but it would ruin everything LA was trying to accomplish.
Yeah, it definitely would have messed up the property value in that area. That's been gradually increasing. Well, the whole country in general, because of gentrification. For people that's making under 50K, probably that's making under 100K is bad. Gentrification all across the country is bad, particularly in Los Angeles and New York. But that causing the gang, right, so to speak, yeah, that would have been all bad in that area. And then, for everything he worked for, because not only did he own the Marathon store, he owned that Fat Burger over there, the Master Burger that's also on Slauson, which he shot his video. I saw in the house at, if I'm not mistaken. So that whole area, he had a lot of property over in that particular area. So yeah. A lot of people don't know that. They just think about the Marathon store, which is fine to think about, because you buy that whole shopping center, that's pretty good. But yeah, so it would have been bad just for the whole city in general, particularly that area that's upgraded. Because like I said, I passed by it yesterday, which was Tuesday. What was that, April 2nd? Yeah. Yeah, so Tuesday, April 2nd, I passed by Slauson, which was surreal. Because I think I came down Broadway till I went to Slauson, drove down it, and as soon as you go under that underpass where the 110 is, all you just see is just like his face, like posted on there. Then when you get down, like I passed, and I had a video I'll post it up later, but I went past the Slauson Swap Meet, a place I've been familiar with since I was 5, whatever. As long as I've been living, basically, and just going past it was surreal. You go down Western, it's kind of calm, but then as you going towards Crenshaw, that's when it's like, damn. Yeah. And that whole area, like you said, it's shut down.
Yeah, it's still, like, for those who it's April 3rd. This happened on March 31st. That area is still sectioned off. You can't drive through it. Yeah. I leave for work at 6 in the morning. I get around that area like 6:25, 6:30, if not 6:15. There's police there still. Yeah. There's still the yellow tape up. There, it's a lot of police cars too. Like detective cars there still combing the scene, doing investigation.
Yeah, it's a crime scene.
It's a crime scene.
So it's probably gonna be shut down for a while.
It's a high profile crime scene.
Yeah.
And okay. So the most fascinating thing is the reason this hurts so much is because you realize like how much Nipsey loves South Central. And he's not the first rapper to love his community in that way. Like we got living, like Kendrick loves Compton in a way that is admirable. Vince Staples and Snoop love Long Beach in a way that is admirable. The thing that makes this so special is South Central is so big. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think people realize how big South Central really is.
Right. It's just not what you see on Friday. Like, no. Everybody that's out of the state, like, it's bigger than that.
Yeah, it's pretty much everything. Like, the way South Central is basically everything south of the 10 and east of Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Like maybe La Brea, but not even so much because that turns into Ladera Heights and Inglewood. Right, exactly. So everything Crenshaw and east until you get to like Huntington Park and places like that, or downtown Los Angeles, is South Central. So, or till you get to Watts, it's a big area. Yeah. It's a very big area. And the fact that like he really had the investment, he really loved this. Like y'all saw the GQ shoot he just did with Lauren London. That was in South Central.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he could have went anywhere. He could have went anywhere because it's GQ. They got the bag.
Right, exactly.
And the first place he wanted to do was like, I want to show how beautiful where I come from is. It's not the
It's not concrete.
Yeah,
we got concrete, but it's not like if you see hoods outside of California, let's say for example, because I got a lot of friends from Chicago, then they talk about how, like, I remember bringing one of my good friends, Matt, to South Central. He was like, "Oh, I got trees and shit."
Yeah.
Where he grew up not that far from Jeffrey Manor projects that was tore down a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so it's amazing. But, you know, like, again, he was very much invested in the neighborhood. Like, he was always doing talks. For those that don't know, so in South Central, between 30th Street and 100th Street is all neighborhood cribs.
Yeah.
That's 70 blocks of cribs.
For all your internet gangsters, we giving you like real knowledge right now.
Yeah.
like this,
and albeit I'm not from any, I'm a square by all standards of how they got down and how I got down. Yeah. But this is just knowledge you have.
You have to have.
Yeah.
You gotta know exactly where you are right now and what not to wear.
Yeah. So
more times not to wear neutrals.
There was the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s. All different neighborhoods, all Crips. 60s was the most prominent. It was rolling 60s.
Yeah, the biggest one.
Yeah. And none of them really liked each other.
No.
Until once Nipsey got a little more popular and more fame, the more fame that came to his name, he managed to get them to come to a truce and a ceasefire.
Yeah.
So he got 70 streets worth, or 7 different gangs neighboring each other, all adjacent to each other, to put the violence aside for the sake of bettering the community and making their lives better. You know how difficult that is to get 2 gangs to stop fighting each other?
Right. Because a lot of people don't know. It could be your own number set. Like, let's say 6. So somebody in Diamond Block might not get along with somebody from neighborhood, or because it's a lot of people don't know as well, going back to that, it's a lot of gangs within the gang.
Yes.
So you might have neighborhood 6-0, you got Diamond Block 6-0, and I'm forgetting somebody else. Yeah. It's just not you 6-0. Like, a lot of people been online saying 6-0. What's 6-0, bro?
Yeah. Because for those of you who are wrestling fans, you don't understand, like, within the Bullet Club, there was the Elite.
Right. That's the best analogy.
Like, that's the same thing. Like, there was still the Gorillas of Destiny. There was still the Tongans. There was still the Super, whatever you want to call it. That's how gangs work out here. I'm not certain if they work everywhere like that. However, here, and particularly within those regions, it's a tricky thing.
Yeah.
It's a very, very tricky thing. You have to be careful. And he managed to get all of those people to see the bigger picture.
Right.
While doing that, he was able to also communicate to the city and to the police to how to better treat these people in these neighborhoods and find ways to bring the violence to an end without arresting people, without shooting people, without harassment. So much so that most people probably saw the story already. The chief of the police, once he saw who was killed, he treated that like if you see the way this investigation, they're treating him like he was one of their own.
Right. He was like, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
This can't be the name.
Like, you had a cop.
Right.
You had a cop out here like, yo, this dude who in his music talks very proudly about the gang he's from. This officer was out here like, no, we need to help. We need to help find this guy because this guy was actually doing something really, really great for the community.
Right. And it goes to what I talked about earlier too, like how I was 7-Eleven out here. I was over here because my phone was dying. It's crazy. It happened the day that we were about to record, but everything happens for a reason. I'm just one of those people. But the day, which is today, we were about to record, my phone was dead because I was working earlier, couldn't charge it. So I did the old school thing. I'm like, all right, let me go to the gas station, find directions or 7-Eleven, and much of a help. So as soon as I went past another 7-Eleven, I went and I saw a police park. Now, 2-3 years ago, my mindset would have been like, I ain't asking 12 for anything. I drove and I was like, let me ask the cop for directions, which is crazy to think about, particularly if you're a black male. Like, no matter what generation, you automatically are programmed to think, fuck the police. I don't know what came over me, or maybe it's just like I said, I just have certain moments nowadays where I'm thinking like, damn, am I getting older or my mindset just changing? But I was like, let me go ask the cop for directions. And because I'm not no hood dude, we grew up in South Central, but I'm not
Yeah.
hood. We from the hood, but we not of the hood.
Yeah.
So I just was like, hey man, how do I get to such and such street? And he was like, well, you go down there. And I was like, shook his hand, thank you. It was real cool.
Yeah.
And I've had other interaction with cops. It's more so if you just talk. I think as individuals, if we just talk, everything will be worked out.
Yeah.
Like particularly with the dude that shot that man, that shot Nipsey. Now he has to deal with that the rest of his life.
Yeah, that
mentally is gonna hit him. Physically when he go to jail, especially if he go to the Twin Tower, they're gonna have to put him in solitary confinement by himself.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're gonna have to ship him out of the state.
Yeah, because it's not gonna work. Because if he go to Vallejo, huge issue. He go to Wayside, huge issue.
Yeah.
He got to go somewhere else, and then he's still probably gonna be by himself.
They can't. Well, no, the one in Victorville is federal, but yeah, there's no like. That's the thing me and my brothers were talking about too, is that like there's no place for this guy to go. He has to leave the country.
Yeah, because it's not gonna be. Well, if he go out of state, like you said, he might be straight. He's got to be separated. But out here, even if he's separated, nah, it's not gonna work for you, bro.
And that's because, and that's the wildest thing is because you hear that law enforcement like Nipsey too.
Yeah.
So there might be a corrections officer who just might let it happen.
Right.
All of a sudden the door opens.
Right. And it's real. Like y'all think that's some Arkham Asylum shit? No, it happens all the time.
Yes.
And then it's OGs in there that's probably got 25 to life or double life, as they say, which is still wild to me. Like, what the fuck is double life?
Oh, that means when you die, you still doing life.
Yeah, when you come back resurrected.
Yeah.
You're fucking. Imagine they try to give Jesus double life. Like, oh, okay, you came back on Easter. All right,
we're gonna
go behind that wall.
We're gonna kill you again. Like,
and I got to keep coming back because I'm damn. They say I'm immortal. This is beyond me.
What you gonna nail now?
I ain't got nothing. This is beyond me. I have been led astray.
This is outrageous.
I have been led astray. So yeah, the dude couldn't go nowhere. And
but I mean, the thing most people knew, and this is like if you're not out here, the most fascinating. This is the thing is everybody is showing love. Like Bloods are showing love.
Yeah.
Crips are showing love. Obviously, you got the Latin gangs out here showing love. You got the Korean gangs out here showing love. And you even have the police and people who support law enforcement, like people who didn't even know he was a rapper. They just knew, you know, he did a lot of good in the community. Like there's a lot of people sharing stories that they didn't know he was a rapper, but they knew he was a really decent human being. Like he was very kind. He wanted to help people. He wasn't trying to be evil for the most part. Yeah. Like it's and you've seen the outpour, like the Lakers, the Clippers, sports teams is a fascinating thing.
Yeah.
But the thing you guys most knew him for was the music.
He's a discography.
Yeah, he showed up on the scene in the mid to late 2000s with the Bullets Ain't Got No Name stuff.
It was probably late 2000s, just because I remember that mixtape. That's the one he and shouts out the Game. Like I be having my jokes every now and then about Game, but yeah, that man was hurt.
Yeah.
When you drive 4 a.m. saying you can't sleep because your friend got killed, yeah, you hurt.
And the thing, so my favorite early Nipsey memory is he was in the We Are the World 25th anniversary.
That's right.
He was in the back
with a verse.
Yeah. And best part, if you watch the video, he's in the video throwing up his neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right.
In We Are the World.
Throwing up stuff.
It's the most fascinating thing. And you know the only reason he was there because Snoop was like, yo, you coming with me. Like Snoop was riding with him hard. Like shout out to Snoop and Game. They both like backed him from the jump.
Yeah.
Even Drake. I think Drake did a song with him early on.
Yeah, Game put him on the LAX tour.
Yeah.
That was literally 10 years ago. He talked about that. Then he posted on IG. He was like, he said, Chuck, don't toss my mixtape out.
Yeah.
Like,
and
listen.
He was part of, I believe, what I consider to be that freshman XXL. I think he was part of. I think it was 2010. I think he was part of the best. Yeah, he was definitely part of the best freshman class.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would go that far. Well, you got to think who else was in the class. There was J. Cole. There's Wiz Khalifa. There's Freddie Gibbs. There's Big Sean. There's J-Rock. There's Nipsey there. There's a few other people there, but they didn't.
Sean is in it.
Yeah, I said Sean.
That might be the best one.
Yeah, this is the best one.
You know, Jay ain't there.
No, I mean the other people that's there is Fashawn. He's still around. Pill.
I wish he was still rapping. Pill was cold. Donis is not there anymore.
Nah, he never really took
I don't know
off.
what the fuck happened to Donis?
OJ the Juice Man, from what it sounds like,
Okay.
he wanted to still live the street life.
I think he just dropped the album.
He might have. But I remember there was a moment where he was like really hot and he just didn't translate.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nipsey's a part of that. So when you see like, you know, J. Cole, J Rock, Gibbs, Wiz, Big Sean, Nipsey, that's 6 legitimately like legendary rappers.
Some of the biggest rappers out today.
Yeah.
I mean, Cole, obviously, he's somewhere in that top 5 right now.
Yeah.
Not in my personal top 5, but he's somewhere in the top 5
Yeah.
based on the numbers and the stats.
You got Freddie Gibbs, who talent-wise is like what? An all-time great, if not
he definitely
one of like he might debatably be the best living rapper.
Yeah. Lyricist, overall flow, yeah, he might
Yeah.
be. And then when his Bandana project come out with Madlib, he definitely gonna solidify himself as one of the greatest ever.
Yeah, you got Big Sean, who's probably outside of Drake, the biggest hit maker.
Yeah.
Like
Wiz ain't had a hit in a minute, but still.
Well, Wiz
Solid projects.
Wiz always put out great vibing music. Like him and Currency, they're a choice for that.
Yeah, good solid projects.
And
the year before that was Currency too.
Yeah. And then the wild thing about Nipsey, like, so a lot of these people, like J. Cole took off immediately, Wiz took off immediately, Big Sean took off immediately. It took a while for Gibbs, J. Rock, and Nipsey.
Yeah.
But for J. Rock, you know, it wasn't so much that he didn't take off, it's just that Kendrick started to.
Yeah.
And then with Gibbs, there was a situation with Jeezy. The most fascinating thing about Nipsey was Nipsey had no major backing. Like,
At all.
Cole had a direct signing with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Wiz, he didn't really have anybody, so he made a name for himself.
The Black and Yellow.
Big Sean had Kanye. Even Gibbs at the point, he had Jeezy behind him. J-Rock was the guy that was supposed to lead the label.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick comes out and, you know, and Schoolboy and all the TDE, we know the story there.
Yeah.
Nipsey really went and did this all independent. And then he, like a few years, he went quiet, came back with the Marathon. Marathon continues. Then we get to Crenshaw.
That's where it took off.
Like the $100 project, like it was amazing. Like
seeing that
it's
in this era.
Like, so part of this too is they talk about this with like certain college athletes. It's like you had to have been there to understand the importance of it.
Yeah.
You had to be here in LA at that time to understand the importance of Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Like it was the album everyone was playing. Like you couldn't drive around South Central, particularly in those areas, and not hear someone playing Crenshaw.
Right.
Like all year. They wore that shit out.
Yeah.
And then he came back with Mailbox Money. Incredible. And then we got to Victory Lap.
That's when
like
that's when it was getting to a point it was like, all right.
Like this was like 7 years worth of music. And every project got better.
Yep.
Like I'll admit, I lamed out on the first Marathon. And then I heard the Marathon continues, and then I went back and listened to the Marathon. I was like, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
And then I got to Crenshaw. I was like, yo, this might be the best one. Then we get to Mailbox Money, like, yo, this might be the best one. Then you get to Victory Lap, and you're like, yo.
Call Chief, this is it.
So yeah.
And then Grammy nomination, which is still crazy.
The Grammy nomination.
So many people saying like this is album of the year. If it's not album, if Daytona is album of the year, then it's Victory Lap.
It's Victory Lap. Like it was like, so 2018 put out probably 2 or 3 of my favorite albums of the decade as far as rap. It was Daytona. There was Swimming.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Mac Miller.
Yeah, man.
And you know, there was Victory Lap. Like also Die Lit. But like what we consider like traditional rap albums, those 3 were like you could put Victory Lap against anything this decade and it stands strong against it.
Yeah, from the beginning.
Yeah.
First couple seconds, they brought us in. It was like a movie, so. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Ali mixed that album as well. He did. He mixed
Okay.
the whole album from TDE.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shouts out to him. But yeah, man, that's you know, if you are not from LA or you're not out here listening to it, Los Angeles loves Nipsey. South Central, particularly East LA, Boyle Heights, Watts, Compton, Carson, Long Beach, Inglewood.
Yeah.
We all loved him because he loved us.
Yeah.
And not even in a corny way, like a real genuine way.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah. Before we close it out, too, this is what I want to say. This is one of the few times I actually enjoy social media. Like, everybody kind of know I hate IG with a purpose. Like, I only like getting on it once a week, if that, nowadays.
Yeah.
And I understand why the artists like J. Cole, and they're way more popular, of course, than me. The J. Coles and the Kendricks, like, all right, I'll get on when I need to promote some, if that. But this is one of the only times I really enjoy social media because they found the killer via social media. And
Really?
on Monday, yeah, that was how they found him. It just word started spreading around. This is his name, looking out for him. And, you know, people can't go without cell phones, so they probably just pictured him and they found him. Apparently, they found him in Bellflower yesterday morning, of all places. And I got a source close to that because my friend, his wife, stayed around the corner. Or the dude was hiding out around the corner from her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in Bellflower. And they got him yesterday morning. I don't know where he's originally from, but they got him in Bellflower yesterday morning. So that's definitely because of social media. But positive of social media. Let me go back to the reason why I hate social media. And I hate to close it out because we trying to get away from it and get away from the sadness of it. But goddamn, y'all really got to show this man with a patch over his head, blood leaking out, and he laid on the pavement.
Yeah, I didn't need to see that.
I kind of was like, all right, let me turn this shit
I
off.
stayed away from the videos because
somebody sent it to me. I said, why the fuck would you send this to me?
Yeah, no.
Like, you have no fucking class. And I said that to him. Like, why the fuck would you? And this is a friend of mine. I'm like, dude, why would you send me some stupid shit? Like, now I got to delete this from my fucking phone. Because if I ever had to scroll up and look at something your stupid ass say, I got to look at this video with this man. The last image we see of him. Besides with the little baby.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the point of that? Like, what's wrong with people nowadays? Like, why the fuck you got to put shit like that on social media? You got to have his wife at the hospital in hysterics. What the fuck is wrong with y'all people, man?
If you want to record it for your own personal watching, I seriously can't tell you what to do. However, I wouldn't send that to people unsolicited.
Right. Like, what's the point? Like, why do I want to see this? It doesn't matter who it is. Yeah. Why would I want to see somebody's head, like, blown open?
Yeah. I don't want to see people I like that way. I don't want to see people I dislike that way.
Well, 50 probably would like to see Ja Rule like that.
Well, that's 50.
Yeah, he probably like to see that.
They would both like to see each other that way, which...
Yeah. Jim Cornette probably like to... Oh, no. Jim Cornette seen a video of Russo head open. He probably be like, he'll share that shit.
Yeah, he'll send that to us.
He'll have a 10-minute shoot about it. Yeah, that's a different level. Hey, we can talk about that.
It's amazing, though, like how we jumped from rap to wrestling and made the correlation.
It does correlate.
Yeah, no, we were incredible that way, though. I just wanted to point that out.
Nowadays, it's like the 80s, like wrestling. Like, people talk loud. Their outfits are loud. Yeah. They get more money. Well, no, they probably ain't getting as much money. Unless you Hulk Hogan.
Well, no. That's fair because they're not getting as much money as they used to. But in rap,
unless you like
in wrestling, you're getting a lot more money.
Why do I keep thinking of comparing Uzi Vert to Ultimate Warrior? Is it the colors?
There's that.
I feel like he Ultimate Warrior-esque, except for he doesn't talk. It's the movements.
Yeah.
What's the video going around? Oh, let's close up. Hold on. Let me do it before we go on.
Oh, you want to just do it now?
No, let's close it out one time for Nick. You already said RP. I don't want to get us too depressed, but let's close it out properly for that, man. God bless you, Nip. Thank you for everything you've done. I should say. Thank you for them times when I used to get off that damn 210 bus coming from Hollywood set, a TV show or movie, whatever, and I used to see you in that C-Class Benz. I think it was powder blue, if I'm not mistaken. You see you very often. Your brother on Slauson and Crenshaw selling your mixtapes in 2008. Your homeboys at the Fox Hills Mall when I worked at Foreign Exchange selling your mixtapes.
Shout out to always seeing you at Fox Hills Mall.
Yeah, his brother used to be up there. This other dude, they was like, "Oh, you want to listen to Nipsey Hussle mixtape?" And I think I bought it. If I'm not mistaken, I was like, "Yeah," because I keep seeing it. So I'm like, "Yeah, I'll buy it." I was like, "Oh, it's pretty good." All I heard was 6-0 Crip on every song, but I was like, "Okay, I understand."
Yeah, no.
But God bless you. We miss you.
Yeah.
God bless his family, his kids included, of course, his wife. That's it. I don't have too much else to say. Hey, the last thing I say, stop fucking recording shit, people. Please stop.
Yeah, like it's tragic enough to hear about the news. We don't need to see it. Let's remember him in a more positive light.
Yeah, this would definitely be one of those days I remember. For some reason, every time I'm watching sports, some crazy shit happened, like a big game. Like 10 years ago when Michael Jackson died, I was fucking watching the draft. And then they said Michael Jackson, which is still, that shit's still weird.
It's weird Michael Jackson. It's weird Prince.
Yeah. Well, Prince is just like, I don't even understand. At times you think like, damn, Prince is dead. Well, Mike, they keep fucking throwing in our face. And then they said that Jabroni said, oh, no, he never molested me. Second time your ass said that.
Yeah, that's the strange thing that just happened with that was that.
You want to talk about, let's talk about that.
Well,
God bless you, Ned.
Yeah, we'll get into that because then that might bring us back. But yeah,
he really said. Now, was he pressed about it or what? But no, at this point, because this is the second time you said.
No, this is the director at this point.
Because it's been 20 years.
Well, the director, they had the director tell the story. I mean, the director was had them tell the story, and I guess there was some like holes in someone's story, and someone was doing this on Twitter, and then the director of the documentary was responded on Twitter, was like, yeah, that could be a problem, this and that. Is like, maybe he got the years wrong. And
but you said this shit 20 years ago. Now you came back. Nobody asked you to do anything. You was like, all right, I'll do it. See, that's the thing, white people. They don't know how to say no to stupid shit. They'll say yes to some stupid shit, but they don't know how to say no. Like, bro, especially when it comes to talking, like, just shut the fuck up. They have yet to learn how to master shutting the fuck up when necessary. Like, who called you and said, hey, bro, you want to say, we don't know, God only knows, whoever, Buddha, Jesus, whoever, only knows if it's real or not. But let's say it's not real. I don't know what the fuck to believe, and the man already dead. What you gonna do? You gonna go down the street and dig him up in Glendale if you out here? But it's just like, bruh, why the fuck? Just say no. That's all you need to say.
Or the thing about the Michael Jackson documentary that I still find fascinating is whether you think he did it or not, you have to admit that it was very, very awkward that he would exclusively hang around children in this way.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, nobody is attesting that.
Yeah, like
he was kicking it with Webster.
Yeah, so there's a thing of like,
but apparently Webster had hoes. Allegedly, I believe that.
Well, I mean, it was the 80s.
That's the best way to put it. It was the 80s. Everybody had hoes. Alf had hoes.
Yeah, really. Like,
we was saying nigga on outtakes.
Like, you know, Alan Thicke had hoes. He had major hoes.
Well, he seemed like he was a nice man.
He was a nice man.
He Canadian. Or like Canadian white people, the nicest people in the world. I only met 2.
They might be.
Unless you Chris Benoit.
Yeah, but that was CTE. That was CTE.
Allegedly.
And steroids.
Allegedly.
Nothing allegedly about that.
It's alleged.
Who? What?
We can't do this. We coming on the 15-year anniversary of him winning the title. Well, I think it already passed last week. But
so what is it? The 13th year that he killed his family?
Has it been that long?
It's
2007, right?
2007? So it's 12 years.
Or 2008. It was like after Eddie Guerrero passed.
Eddie Guerrero was like 2007,
right?
Like 2005.
We got a computer, but we trying to use muscle memory.
It was like 2005, 2006. Eddie Guerrero was very quick after he won the title.
Yeah, let's get these dates right.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero was 2005. I remember the homeboy called me. It was right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. My cousin called me, man, Fuck my cousin. He always like all the wrestling tragedies he would call me about. Like, bro, why you can't tell me nothing good? You don't want to talk about nothing positive. Oh, you know Chris Benoit, dog. Like, fuck, bro. You can't call me anytime somebody goes.
Can't start with high.
But that's fucked up to think. That middle 2000s to late 2000s was like deaths, John Cena going over. Deaths, John Cena going over.
But that was like, I mean, most people saw what John or heard about what John Oliver just did recently. That whole thing, he went off on wrestling. And you know what the craziest thing about the John Oliver thing is? None of that information is new.
Oh, this is gonna be the stand-up episode. I could tell.
Yeah.
Y'all can't see me, but I'm about to be standing up a lot on that shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I want to co-conspire with these other motherfuckers too. That talked about how, and you know I'm pissed off. I put my white boy motherfucker on. I never say motherfucker. I say motherfucker. If I want to put that, maybe John Cena's behind all these deaths. That's how he became 16-time champion.
John Cena didn't kill nobody.
You stupid motherfuckers. Everything ain't a conspiracy. You stupid motherfuckers. Now I got to go back to Nipsey because y'all motherfuckers got me. I got to stand up like the Iron Sheik. You motherfuckers got me.
Yo, this Michael Irvin.
Stand up. I'm already sweating because it's hot in this room. The motherfuckers, everything ain't a conspiracy, man. People just get killed. It's unfortunate. People just die. It ain't the fucking government because no Dr. Sebi shit. All right? The documentary could be put out to this day. It's still being made, apparently, but it still can be put out. He talked about this shit 3 years ago. Holistic eating and all that fuck shit y'all talk about because y'all think I'll be able to levitate. Fucking y'all vegans and shit. And shout out to y'all. I do this shit every now and then, but the shit is overrated. Motherfucker, if you gonna die, you gonna die. But everything conspiracy, motherfucker. So if Nick Cannon get killed, all right, maybe.
Maybe.
But nobody gonna kill Nick Cannon. He's too nice.
It was that, and like, all right, this is what I told my brother and my homeboy, because my homeboy, for a minute, I think, wanted to believe it. And I understand wanting to believe it because then it feels like the person died for something more than what they died for. Yeah. Like, you know, we like to do that with John Lennon. We did that for Tupac, for all you Illuminati people out there.
He rolled his eyes.
Yeah.
Y'all still believe in Illuminati?
Eazy-E was injected with AIDS. Like,
no, you know what?
No.
Yep.
No.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe it wasn't even AIDS. Maybe he just had pneumonia and didn't tell nobody.
No, he had AIDS.
Yeah.
He had AIDS.
I believe that. Suge said it. Yeah,
but you believe Suge?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
You gotta believe any motherfucker that's just like throwing people out the window just because.
Yeah, but
he's told on himself several times. Anybody that said, I've done this and what you gonna do about it, I gotta believe.
Don't trust a reckless talker. A reckless talker will say anything reckless.
So you saying don't believe nothing young NBA says?
Would you?
Yes. Them Baton Rouge motherfuckers crazy. I believe everything they say. I believe everything. Like Young Thug, what he said, it would have been some murders. If I would have been there around Nipsey, I believe every single thing fucking Young Thug says. Everything he says.
Young Thug from Atlanta, though.
I know, but still.
He's from East Atlanta, though.
I believe, it's not even because of East Atlanta. I believe Young Thug because this man has Warren addressed several times, said, I would still shoot you. I believe this shit.
No, I believe that. We're getting back to the conspiracy things is like, so the Tuskegee experiment, that was a conspiracy. COINTELPRO, actual conspiracy. Fucking
JFK murder.
Nah.
You don't believe JFK murder?
Nah, they released the documents a few years ago. It's been quiet for the JFK murder ever since they released all the information. It wasn't no conspiracy. There might have been a second shooter, but that was about it. But there's other like actual conspiracies. Watergate.
Yeah.
Actual conspiracy.
Another white dude that just told on himself when he could have shut the fuck up and not take the interview.
Yeah. Now, the thing about the Dr. Sebi thing that I told my brothers and I told my homeboy, we all talked about this, was like, if a black dude came up with the cure to AIDS, the government's not going to kill him and hide it. No. The government would have killed him, taken it, and then sold it for an extremely high price.
Yeah. Like, and then where is the cure at?
Well, that's the fascinating thing. There's finally starting to seem like there is a cure.
No, but we've been knowing that for years.
But I'm talking about like there's I think 2 people on Earth right now who've been in the last year or 2.
Besides Magic Johnson,
that have been cured.
You don't believe that conspiracy about Magic Johnson never having AIDS?
I believe Magic Johnson had AIDS.
I don't think so.
I do. It's just
that's some good ass.
He was
kid.
rich.
He got that's steroids.
He was rich, and he probably caught. Well, to be fair, he didn't catch it when it was AIDS. He caught it when it's HIV, because most people catch it when it's AIDS.
Yeah.
And when it's AIDS, it is tricky.
Yeah.
And he has money. He has money to pay for the medicine. He has money to pay for the
forgetting Magic was a wild boy, or is this generation don't know he was a wild man?
Yeah, he was.
Anybody that say, yeah, I slept with 11 women at one time, bruh, you gonna catch something.
Yes.
How you have sex with 11 women?
The flu is the least of your worries.
Imagine that. He was like, damn, bruh, somebody was sick in that room.
Yeah.
My chest.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah, like.
I need some NyQuil right now.
Yeah.
How you explain that to your wife?
But
I'm fucking with you.
You remember Martin Shkreli?
That fucking jabroni that's locked up right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the real Joker.
Yeah. That's the dude that took the EpiPen and just raised the price, the fuck out of the price. Now, to be fair, other companies do that all the time. He was just the only one stupid enough to put his fucking face on it.
Like he does with all this other shit.
Yeah. And that's how they caught him. Because he put his face on it and they just decided to look into his practices. Because guess what? Some of those people probably either used EpiPens or they have families who used EpiPens, and now they can't get access to them because they're too damn expensive. Like, I think at one point it was really affordable, and then all of a sudden it skyrocketed to $800 or something like that. That's what the government would have did if Dr. Sebi really cured AIDS with Jamba Juice.
Right. With Jamba Juice. Jamba Juice does nothing for me but make my stomach hurt. But it's good.
I've never had Jamba Juice in my life.
You never had? How the fuck?
Never had Jamba Juice. Juice it up.
You never had Jamba Juice?
Juice it up. Robex.
Fucking juice it up.
It's all the same things. Jamba Juice.
No, Jamba Juice is actually good.
I know, but I've never had it.
All right, we're going Jamba Juice after this.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
You can go.
We got to. We got to get a blue. Whatever they got blue. We got to do it.
I'll just
always go. I don't want to give them no more money today. I'll spend my $7.60.
I'll get a blue Gatorade. That's about it.
A blue
or a blue Powerade.
Gatorade.
Okay.
Powerade might be better. I should just feel like it's just sugar and salt at the same time.
That's all any of them are. It's just sugar and salt
at the same time.
Like it's designed to make you like more dehydrated.
Thank you. I thought it was me. I'm like, bruh, I just smashed about 2 Gatorades. Why the fuck am I still thirsty?
Yeah, it's like.
They used to advertise the fuck out of Jordan.
Yeah, it's 5 steps. Shout out to Drew Hill. It's 5 steps away from being Tampico. Tampico is the only drink you drink where you get thirstier the more you drink it.
But Tampico is fire as fuck.
It is.
But when you drinking that shit, you're like, God damn.
You got to have a glass of water next to you just to rehydrate.
You got to take a sugar test after that. You got to draw some blood. Like, damn, I know this shit 100 and something over.
Man, like. If y'all trying to do keto and you do Tampico, you will never go keto again.
You failed.
You will never get into ketosis ever again.
You have failed badly. Jamba Juice is good though.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just never had it.
Jamba Juice. That might be the name of the episode.
Nah.
Just say, no. We got to do this dedicated nip.
Yeah.
But
let's play another song.
We can't play another song.
Why can't we play another song? Y'all gonna hear the Bluetooth pair in a minute.
That's all we hear.
It's gonna be the chime.
Blue. So we definitely dedicating it to Nip.
See, that was the chime.
That's what Crips hear when they wake up in the morning.
I don't know.
How do you? No, I know the whistle. I'm not doing the whistle. I don't know how they do that whistle. You know, some people believe that fucking shit for Train Day is real with the pensions.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. Count out that loop.
Count up that loop. Count up that loop. That's just what I do. Count up that loop. Yeah. You know, it's a fascinating thing. We're going to keep going back to Nipsey. I remember a lot of people was like saying, you shouldn't help the hood because of this. And I was like, that's the stupidest shit I heard.
Yeah, niggas still say that.
Like,
that's why I don't go back to the hood.
Like, look, if you don't want to go back, you have no responsibility to go back. But like, this is looking at the end result and be like, see, this is why I don't do that. Nah, that's not why.
No, that's the Hotep nigga saying that never even been to the hood in their life.
No, it was other people who was saying it. Like,
young NBA.
No,
I keep picking on that kid.
I remember Nori was saying something with it like that, and I understand where Nori is coming from. I just disagree because I think the thing you got to pay attention to is everybody around there was really they bought in. Like I said, he got all those neighborhoods to like stop the beef, stop beefing between each other. Like, you know, so long as you're not doing nothing stupid, they're not gonna mess with you in their neighborhood. And that is amazing. Like, so the best equivalent I can give to East Coast niggas is remember when RZA got everybody from Staten Island?
That's a damn shame if you got to go back to a 20-plus-year-old artist that's been in the game.
I can't think of anything.
Nobody knew?
Yeah, anything current. Because
that tells you everything about New York rap, except for Griselda.
Shout out to Griselda. Shout out to Dave East.
Flash and Flatbush.
Flatbush. Shout out to Mayhem.
That's it.
Yeah.
But you got to go back. And they've been in the game for a couple of years now.
Yeah, but the idea to take 9 different people from random neighborhoods and bring them together, and they were all criminals.
All the boroughs that we use in New York and Albany.
No, that was just all Staten Island. Like RZA, I think
big is Staten Island.
It's not that big. That's the thing. Like the island of Manhattan is 3.5 miles. That's out here. That's like 5 freeway exits.
Okay.
From end to end, like, yeah, it's like.
See, I want to start trashing New York, but this ain't the time.
No. Plus, once again, shout out to Dave East because Dave East was repping real hard for this.
Yeah.
So.
Is he a Crip?
Yeah.
Honorable Crip?
Yeah, he's a Crip. They got Crips out there.
I guess.
Every gang.
I thought Jim Jones was the only blood.
Every gang in
everywhere.
Yeah, every gang, and I think they did a study. Every gang in the world can be tied back to Los Angeles.
Yeah. We started with that shit. This things we did.
Yeah.
Tekashi 69 was the things we got. I think I just read something too. Well, I won't talk about Tekashi or the OGs playing.
No. I was looking forward to that project he was gonna have with Meek, because that was just gonna be like street nigga shit all the way through.
YG said he was working on something. Yeah. They were working on something together as well. YG was supposed to put out a surprise album next week, and then he was like, "Nah, I'll just wait." And that was crazy.
Yeah, it was. It's no time.
Yeah, he was only 5.
Yeah,
that was it.
Eddie Guerrero was short.
I thought Eddie was like 6'1".
No, he was all right, and he was on TV, and you know
who was our height?
My height.
Right? Like, no, I'm 6 foot, sir.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, no, I got to put that on the cast because I'm tired of these fucking too short jokes. I don't hear them.
Well, I mean, you're tall, Ricochet.
Bruh, I am not fucking mulatto Evan Bourne. I am not Evan Bourne.
I like Ricochet.
All right. No, he cool. I just don't understand why they start putting him in the tax with Aleister Black. Who asked that?
Oh, because Aleister Black rock with him. That's why.
Yeah, it's like, oh, y'all cool? All right, cool. The two dudes that be kicking it?
Yeah.
Like, all right, for sure. We're going to put y'all. Wait a minute.
Yeah, they really be in the back playing dominoes together and shit.
I said, hey, man, listen, Aleister, yeah, he followed Black wrestling line.
Shout out to Black.
Him
yeah.
He didn't even know who Nip was, too. Shouts out to him again. He just is like, I never heard his music because he's British, right?
Yeah, he's Jamaican and British.
Yeah, he was like, that's a crazy combination. He was like, yeah, I never heard his music, but R&P. I'm like,
yeah, no, a lot of people did that. Like, Bomani was on High Noon today. Shout out to Bomani. Shout out to Pablo. He was like, yeah, I can't pretend like I listened to his music before this week when I heard it, but he was like, once I heard it, I got it. This is Ambition stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this was like
the best Ambition we got since a whole album.
Yeah, or the first 50 album. Or
the major release 50 album, not Power of a Dollar. You talking about Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah, Get Rich.
And that's just workout music now.
Yeah, like I guess the best thing I can say is he was the inspiration the same way people looked at like Boosie or Meek or Pimp C. That's how they looked at him.
I like Boosie, but who's looking up Boosie for like motivation?
Baton Rouge people.
Yeah, that should tell you everything.
I'm not in that.
Yeah, I'm not even. Look, I'll take smoke with New York people. I ain't fucking with them motherfuckers. Is crazy in Louisiana. I'm good.
Nope.
I fuck with Louisiana. Been out there. I got family members from there. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
I have nothing but respect for anybody from the South.
Nah, yeah. Nah, of course. Well, that's a given. Like, if we're going to start that conversation, come on, bro. That go without saying. That's why people from the South really was fucking with Nipsey, because it's cut from the same cloth. If Jay Prince posts you, you did something.
Yeah.
Because you know Jay Prince be having them long-ass paragraphs.
Yeah.
Not saying that's a bad thing.
No, he definitely has his soliloquies.
You know what's crazy? I always hear his voice every time I read something. He right.
Yeah.
Like when he got the chain back in
That's
New
respect.
York.
That's real respect.
Yeah, no, people was like, see, them New York niggas is goofy. He's
You
like, oh, he ain't gonna get the chain back. I said, okay, bet.
Okay.
Y'all must ain't listen to them the monologues he had on the Scarface album.
He knows who to call.
Right, he tagged the people too. And more likely he probably really called them.
He probably called a couple of them.
Call them. Include Cardi B.
Well, he called French. French was in the picture with him.
I know. First looked like he was scared though.
French might be the most connected out of all of them.
Yeah. No.
Shout out to French. French is really good for bringing like a hit song every few years.
Yeah. No Stylist, I thought it was gonna take off more, but it didn't. It's still pretty good.
No. But Unforgettable is still
that caught me off guard. Like, bro, what the fuck is this?
This is a world thing, but then you hear Sway Lee, you're like, oh shit.
That's all you need.
Yeah, and that beat.
Sway Lee should be on every hood.
Sway Lee. I was listening to the Spider-Man soundtrack today.
I've been thinking about going back to it.
Yeah.
Just because that Jacquees song is fire. Except for Smoke Purpose on it.
I forgot Smoke Purpose on it.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Smoke Purpose talking about besides water. He like water more than Mike Jenkins.
I mean, you know.
Florida,
and Gunna stay talking about drugs or
hey,
fashion.
listen.
But Gunna
want to talk about he can't, even though that last song was kind of trash.
Drip or Drown too?
Yeah,
it was cool.
It was. It's 3 songs, but it was kind of trash. I like Derek Fisher, which that's what I like about Southern rappers, because they'll name the most like obscure basketball player, and they'll name it like out of all the players, and then but they make it genius where the metaphor. Shoot like Derek Fisher. There's some better shooters in there, but okay. 0.4 seconds.
Okay. I mean, you could have said Steve Kerr. You could have said John Paxson.
Steve Nash.
Reggie Miller.
Klay Thompson. Steph
Ray
Curry.
Allen.
Nobody shows Steph Curry on songs no more. Or they never did.
Well, I mean, Drake.
And me and the Manalo connect.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Shouts out to him for pouring out like it looked like $1,000+ bottle of champagne, because I don't think he's a beer guy or alcohol guy except for champagne. He poured it out for Nip.
Yeah,
that's tour bus in Europe too. So
yeah, so he spent euros on it.
But yeah, he got $1 million outfit.
So yeah, but no, Drake and Steph, the Trisket colored niggas.
The Trisket colored niggas. What the fuck is Trisket colored? Yo, please, you going back into some old white man racist Trisket.
You know what a Trisket is.
Oh, damn, I'm going to name the episode Trisket colored niggas. But damn, I got to figure out how I can do this, man.
But,
I thought that was like an old, like, white man version of saying, because like mulatto definitely sound like some old, like, white dude.
Trisket would sound like something a white person would call a black person.
I still don't know what the fuck a porch monkey is.
I think it's self-explanatory.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, because they said we used to kick it on porches and shit like that.
Yeah.
No, what the hell? Have you ever heard of moon cricket?
I have.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't like. I'm on the.
That's some crafty shit.
I gotta go to incognito to look that one up.
Oh yeah, no, because whoever is where we at, they gonna trace the IP and they go like, it's in Urban Dictionary. That fucking tells me everything I need to know. It's on Urban Dictionary, the fucking Devil's Dictionary, bro.
Oh,
whoever made
when black people
to this,
would come out and sing slave songs under the moonlight like crickets.
Huh?
That is some really creative, hateful.
White people can be creative when they want to.
This is like, damn, that is.
And I feel bad for remembering this shit, but damn, it's certain shit stick to your mind. Like, damn, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, that is horrible.
And we're not gonna go through the whole list of like bad analogies for us, but still, like moon cricket, that's some. I don't know. We might have to reverse that shit, but not use it for our people, but use it for somebody else. Use it for white people.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We gotta start calling racist white people who cry like people who cry like.
Isn't it most white people?
like, oh, the most discriminated person in America is the white heterosexual man. Shut your bitch ass up.
Okay. Listen. All right, we're gonna go back to that. Let me go back. I like how we jump back. We're gonna go back to it. But we do. Because the John Oliver thing, he might be a moon cricket.
Nah. You didn't like what he said?
No, because we already know it's like the same thing with football, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
you got me saying motherfucker again, so I'm upset.
The valley coming out.
The valley. I've been out here too long. I got to move back to the hood, especially now.
You were shaking police hands.
I'll never move back to the hood.
And you
I did say motherfucker. Goddamn, I said it on the podcast. Maybe that's the reason why I said motherfucker.
You turned it into a Trisket color nigga.
First I'm a mulatto, Evan Bourne, Ricochet now. Trisket color nigga.
Nah, but
I think that white cop hand that shit earlier. That probably did it. And he had green eyes. How do I remember man eye color? Just because I was like, hey, he got green eyes.
Oh, that's fair. Anytime you don't see brown eyes, you just like, okay.
That's crazy. You got a mutation. That's cool.
Oh, word, you special.
John Oliver, no, bro, because come on, man. They know what they signed up for.
Nah, that's not good enough.
I understand what you mean, but they know what they signed up for. It's the same thing as you being a football player.
Yeah, but so the thing about that is the only thing I'll give John Oliver is like we already knew this before. He wasn't talking to wrestling fans. He was talking to people who weren't wrestling fans because he's still a wrestling fan.
Most wrestling fans can't read.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, we are. We go on Twitter and we see the shit they say. The motherfuckers that keep talking about Naomi can't read. Fuck y'all and your mama.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Anybody who's bad mouthing the queen, you know.
Yeah, just stop.
Yeah, just don't.
Looking at you laughing because I want to go further, but I got respect.
Yeah, respect to the Fatu family.
That's sad. Like the level of horniness almost went up. I had to look at something else.
I was like, call the horny police in here.
I was like, yeah, respect to her. And then I think about, damn, that man is nowhere near this area. He like 1,000.
They're in New York.
Yeah, they're
3,000 miles away. And
but still,
you're still worried.
The Samoan call is real. That's why.
Yeah, because they out there in Long Beach. You know he can send it.
No, it's gonna take a minute to get over here.
You can send the call though.
It's gonna be a minute.
It's gonna be a minute, but shit.
I'm good. If they got that tribal tattoo, the marks, they let them know they stripes on sweet.
All right.
All you gonna hear, everybody's listening. All you gonna hear is like the
yeah, it's just like 19 Samoans out there, man.
Pulling up in Jeep Cherokees.
They daring us to play Red Rover.
They drive Jeep Cherokees.
Everyone drives a Jeep Cherokee. Anyways, the John Oliver thing, the reason I don't have a problem with this because the things I'll say is they should have health care.
Yeah, absolutely.
Him pointing out that Vince is a dick is like, I mean, water is also wet.
Yeah, like he said something we haven't heard for 30 plus years.
Yeah.
Not us personally, but his workers.
Yeah.
Name a top worker other than John Cena that likes Vince. Well, Undertaker.
Undertaker likes him, but they've been top stars their entire career.
But they like the only two. Everybody else be like, man, fuck Vince.
No, I think The Rock still calls him and asks for advice, but that's because The Rock doesn't need him. Vince might need him more than
everybody need The Rock.
Yeah, it's true.
You know how many productions and how many studios like, hey, bro, come on, man, just give me a month to shoot this real quick. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Kevin Hart on his next stand-up special just gonna have The Rock on stage, not doing nothing. He's just gonna have him standing there.
I would watch that. I fell asleep last night. It's not because it was weak. I just fell asleep last night watching stand-up. I'm gonna watch it when I get back to the crib, but it was all right. But The Rock and Kevin Hart stand-up, I would watch that.
Yeah.
Like Penn and Teller.
Yeah.
The black version.
Yeah. But no, that and it is kind of shitty that he signs them as independent contractors, but they had to have exclusive contracts. Then they're not independent by that sentiment. So, I mean, if they're really independent contractors, they should be able to, you know, do their little thing here and then go to Japan for a little while and then go back. All that shit.
Oh, like the WNBA players do?
Yeah.
When they go overseas on the off season just to get some extra bread. It's true. They getting paid very well, so a lot of them won't argue with Vince, and because that's their boss. Not the women. The women ain't getting paid shit.
Well, is that, and where else you gonna go to get this much exposure?
And especially in that field of work.
It's like football. Where else you gonna go?
Right. You gonna get that bread. I mean, you working 300 days a year, probably a little bit less than that, but They're getting paid a lot now, especially because now there's more marketing dollars coming in more than ever.
Yeah.
Since they went PG, like everybody like fuck the PG era. The workers wasn't complaining because they was like, no, we about to get paper.
And look, man, they ain't gotta take chair shots to the head no more.
Thank you.
That's
not a work.
They
like,
ain't got a blade no more.
Bruh, talking to Rob Van Dam, one of the greatest moments of my life. I really was like, I was about to use the term, I forgot the term it is, but I marked out when I met him. But he was like, yeah, we was really taking chair shots. He was like, you know why I smoke weed? Because we was really taking chair shots.
Wow.
But that's what Jim Cornette says about ECW. Now, when I heard Jim Cornette talk about ECW or just Extreme Wrestling, I was like, okay, I understand now. That's another person he hates with all the hate in his heart. He hates the fuck out of Paul Heyman. Who does like Paul Heyman? We talking about Vince. Who the fuck like Paul Heyman?
Just Mick Foley and Brock.
Mick, God bless him, one of my favorite workers ever. Mick like everybody.
Yeah, he do. Mick, I don't think Mick like everybody he's saying. He just don't want to be mean on TV.
Yeah, it seemed like he like everybody.
Because I feel like you turn the cameras off, he'd be like, that motherfucking bitch ass motherfucking whole ass nigga. Paul Heyman.
I don't think so.
And Mick done took so many headshots and did so many things. He might just be happy to be alive.
Dude, it's crazy that this man could write a book. He wrote 2 #1 New York bestsellers.
He's doing stand-up.
And can remember his shit.
Yeah.
Now, his walking got better because I know he had a hip problem for a minute. That was like his biggest problem, not the memory thing. It was just the hip problems. That's crazy that man.
And, you know, it's the wildest shit. He'll sometimes throw out his creative ideas for free, and they actually sound pretty good.
Yeah, I believe. Bro, if you can do the Mankind gimmick, and then when you do interviews and everybody like, oh, this shit is Oscar worthy. Hell, he should have played the Joker. I know Joaquin Phoenix about to kill it, but they should have got Mick Foley to do it.
Mick Foley would have been a dope-ass Joker.
Because the Mankind, character, that shit need a movie.
Yeah. Mick Foley himself needs a movie.
I'll watch that.
Yeah. I mean,
he got a star in it, though. I think he can do it. And he'll remember every single line.
Or we got to get someone wild. Like,
no, they got to have it. Because you know why? He'll remember the lines. They'll never need a script supervisor for him.
I know, but he can't take those bumps no more, man.
No, he ain't got to take the bumps.
I don't even want him.
He will try to, but
that's the thing. Like, he'll try and do it, and I'd rather.
Because we remember TNA.
Yeah,
we gonna talk about TNA too.
Yeah,
and all the crazy shit that was going on.
Wasn't there the match between him and Ric Flair, and then he actually spanked Ric Flair's bare bottom or something like that?
Yeah, like fucking what did Scott Steiner say? He got skinned like a Shar-Pei puppy.
Yeah, Ric Flair. Like,
they was going to the coast. Like, they was already in Florida, but I think they was going to, like, the port of Miami. Like, Rick Ross was talking about, to get the shit. Everybody was high in TNA. All the old cats, at least.
Perk Angle.
Bro, when I sent you when he was on a Howard Stern radio show, and he was arguing with the Sheik, and his eyes was fucking huge as quarters. Yeah. I said, oh, he off the shit. Is it an actual thing now?
Yeah. Perk Angle. I'm trying to find out who
started it.
I think it was this gentleman. Yeah. So shout out to.
Oh yeah, this spot on Mr. Kenny.
Shout out to @NastyChinHipster.
That was a fire ass moonsault, but that would have been bad. On the bis, the front flip on the bis, the headbutt that got him color.
Yeah,
I remember this when he debuted, because then they had that match at not Genesis, whatever they Slammiversary, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Then remember they had that shoot fight, like the MMA shit.
Look, he's so perked. He's so painkillered up.
But remember he had the little shoot interview when he first got there. Vince had me wrestling. His fucking spit was coming down. Vince had me wrestling. I was out there hurt. And then later on when he got sober, he was like, well, you know, Vince said I could chill at the crib. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, shout out to @NastyChinHipster.
They got a lot of retweets too. I'm gonna definitely look for this.
Yeah, but Perk Angle, that might be the pinnacle. Like, he might be I won't call him an MVP, but he's an all team, you know, this week.
No, this made his legacy even better because we knew, but the fact that everybody else started noticing, that's what make it better. Like in sports, when somebody else started noticing shit, particularly wrestling, when people start noticing shit that you notice, you're like, that's hilarious. Like, this is not a joke, but still, it's gonna come off as a joke. I remember Have you ever watched a Kenyon Martin interview when he was with the Nets?
Yeah.
Remember he used to have like his click thing he used to do? I swear to God. He used to like talk and then his eyes used to move or some shit. Like, it was like Starving Marvin shit.
Did he have Tourette's?
I think so, because it's like at times he'd have a stunner problem, but his eyes used to click. I swear to God, I'll never forget that to this day. I used to see that and it's still like engraved in my mind. But he doesn't do it now. Maybe it's the weed. Maybe the weed help.
Could be. Weed helps everybody.
I should do.
Yeah.
I don't smoke, but it
no, I'm drug free as well.
Yeah.
Since we on Perk Angle,
that's his name for now on.
Yeah, his
name is no longer Kirk Angle. That's your mother and father gave you Perk Angle.
It's Perk. It's Perk.
But they was all fucked up. Like, bruh. Like
this is why the
Rick was on some shit too.
Well, this is why the John Oliver thing was amazing, was because wrestlers die young, but once you see the chart, like more wrestlers die in their 40s and 50s than in their 60s.
Yeah.
Like
Iron Sheik's still alive.
Yeah. But like
he was doing crack.
But how many of our favorite wrestlers are in their 50s now? And like how scary is it to know that they might not make it out of this decade?
In their 50s right now?
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels in his 50s.
Perk just turned
50 in December.
Taker is 50.
51 or 52. He barely could walk, even though he got the hip replacement. He still be walking.
Yo, Sting is 60. Undertaker looked like he's Sting age.
Hey, bro, he ain't no days off. He took that shit to heart. No days off.
Who else is 50?
He on social media, which is still weird to me. And I know he posting it. Because he posts like the old washed man.
Yeah, he puts no hashtags.
Shit. Like, yeah, I got this food from here. Yeah, no hashtags. It's just like here. But the shit get like 50 likes, which is crazy. The OGs, Stevie Ray got an IG, and it's like an old head IG.
Of course it is.
Which goes back to our idea we need to start helping them.
Yeah. I pray he'd be taking pictures of all his Stacey Adams and all that shit.
It looked like he shot it on some like older LG phone.
Yeah, he got like the Samsung J7 or something like that.
That's his personal phone. His daughters or whoever, his sons or whoever, they probably like, bro, you can get you an iPhone 10.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to present an iPhone 10
He got a Microsoft phone because it's just a little too tricky. Watch he be like so tech savvy. No, probably not.
That man, he had to raise his siblings when his parents died.
Yeah, you're right.
In the 70s.
Yeah, you're right.
He don't know how to work no technology. He know how to barbecue and beat the shit out of people.
This is true.
All right, we starting our predictions.
Yeah, we got like 30 hours of wrestling this week.
Shit. All right, let me get the water for this.
So yeah, we're gonna go through the predictions. We're gonna do NXT Takeover and we're gonna do WrestleMania.
Because G1.
I mean, the G1.
Bro, we know every match gonna be an hour. Okay, we get it. Y'all trying to appease the hardcore wrestling fans. Me and you are hardcore wrestling fans. I'm not sitting fucking 5 hours and watching every single match.
The only ones I really want to watch
with one black person, which is Jay Lethal.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Lethal.
And our distant cousins, the Tongans.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm pulling for is Gorillas of Destiny, of course.
We got to go back to did you watch that video I sent you when he was going off on what culture wrestling? That shit is
yeah. Tama Tonga is, man, he is great. If you don't like Tama Tonga, I don't get it.
At all. That shit was hilarious. He really, that's what I was like, man, these definitely are distant cousins. Because he really got into his, like, this is a black man anger back kind of. Yeah. High-pitched voice. Like, look.
And when they be in Japan, they still be drinking Henny.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sent me that picture. I was like, don't he drink Henny?
It's him, Fale, and all them drink Henny. So it was
they probably drinking that whole pint, too. To themselves. I can't, bro, you going to die, big fella. If it's a regular person walking around, you gonna die, big fella.
Not even that top shelf premium.
Yeah, Fifth and Henny would knock you the fuck out. 2 shots, bro. I'm done.
Yeah, if I see them with some Martell, I'm like, wow.
They probably can take it, bro. Like wrestlers could drink. Just going back to that whole substance abuse thing, just because they're going through pain. Shit,
yeah.
Drink.
So
how the fuck is Ric Flair alive?
Yeah, I mean, good dope.
No, that's good. At this point, I'm gonna say genetics.
But good dope keep you alive. Like you notice how
was he doing cocaine?
You notice how rich celebrities all have drug problems and they're able to live a long time with their drug problems.
Because they vegan.
They got good dope. They got the highest quality of dope.
So you think Irish Sheik was gonna get dope?
Yes.
Which goes back to we talked about episode 30. I think crack keeps you alive.
He wasn't doing crack. He was doing opioids more.
No, he's doing crack though.
Or
he was doing everything.
Bro, he was on video doing crack.
Well, I mean, those wrestlers back in the day, they were always doing that.
No, he was doing crack in his like 50s and 40s.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't quit crack. We don't need to have that talk, but we talked about
How
last
is he
week.
still fat? Anyways, that's
They all are like that. Like when you get off of it, I know somebody when he was on it, he was skinny, but when he got off, he grew. Like
okay.
he was
So we're gonna go through. As far as G1 Supercard, the only people I'm really pulling for is Jay Lethal,
because he black.
Gorillas of Destiny. I wouldn't be mad if Matt Taven won, but Gorillas of Destiny.
That fucking ladder, bro. They gonna die. That ladder match gonna be an hour. I told you the match they had at 17th anniversary was on.
Yeah, it was an Iron Man match. It was supposed to be a 60-minute match, and it was like
that one at 17. Really?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 60-minute match, but it's just you didn't have to go the whole 60, my guy.
Seemed like they were longer than that.
And then
Gorillas of Destiny.
I'm going for Okada. I'm pulling for Okada.
The same, but guess what? We can hope and pray.
But it's Switchblade era all day.
Yeah.
But
Jay White
and Zack Sabre Jr. I'm pulling for Zack Sabre Jr.
I agree with that.
And Naito. Naito over Ibushi.
Is Chris Sammy and Alex Shelley gonna be there?
If they are, they're gonna be in that battle royal. I'm pulling for Juice Robinson over Bully Ray just because I'm.
Hey, we talked about it before we started recording. They keep trying to send Dirk home without him even saying he going. But I understand that they're gonna release his ass. Like, bro, just go home. Hey, Bully Ray, go home, bro.
They should just start saying thank you, Bully, and put like a rafter like happy retirement.
Because they're trying to make him like the old. Maybe just East Coast people are just mad in general, but they making him like the old head, like in hip hop, like just mad at all the young shit. Like he beating up rappers at 17th anniversary. I thought he was gonna say nigga. I swear I was waiting for him to say.
There's that, and I think Bully Ray is like the Busta Rhymes of wrestling.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, it's true.
No. We gotta use a less talented rapper. Because Busta Rhymes is very talented, one of my favorite ever. We gotta use somebody that's not talented.
Bully Ray is talented.
He cool.
Okay, you don't want to say Busta Rhymes? Okay, let's say
because bruh, tell me some single matches you seen. He was at one point TNA World Champion. That shit came and went. I can't tell you a single match when Bully Ray was solo.
I'm trying to think.
Hell, when Devon was brother Devon, the only thing that worked was he had Batista. I forgot his name when he was the demon or whatever. And brother Devon was hilarious in SmackDown. Was that Here Comes the Pain when he was backstage? Yeah. How you go up to him?
Anyways, let's go.
We're going to NXT, right?
Yeah, we're gonna start with NXT. So
right, the A brand.
We got first one, tag team championship match between the War Raiders and Aleister Black and Ricochet. Who you got?
Going over.
The War Raiders are gonna keep the titles. I don't think this is gonna be a clean finish. I think Undisputed Era is gonna get involved, or Forgotten Sons. The Forgotten Sons are good, but I kind of hate them.
They garbage.
They're not bad wrestlers, but I'm like at this point.
They what Sanity's supposed to be doing right now, but they got Sanity just sitting.
You want to stand
back.
up and just let this go?
No. I don't need to get in shoot mode when I stand up.
You want to get in Cornette mode real quick?
No, that's the Sheik. When he's standing up, that's how you know. He be struggling to stand up. That's how you know. Blah, blah.
What was I gonna say?
One of them gonna definitely say nigga one day.
Probably.
I think fucking one of I keep forgetting. He's so weak to me. The Revival. I feel like the one with the fucking biker mustache. And I'll tell you why I say that. Because when they had a show, are they heel or face?
They're heels.
Oh, okay. But a black kid touched him and he swiped his hand. I saw that shit live.
They're heels, though.
I don't give a fuck.
They're heels.
I don't believe them. They should definitely go to AEW.
Yeah, I think they want to.
They should. Take your trash ass to AEW.
Okay, yeah. I think War Raiders are gonna keep the titles. I think someone's gonna get involved. I think Undisputed, just for the simple fact, I think before this year is over, Undisputed is gonna be tripping with gold.
They should.
Like we're gonna have Adam Cole as the main champion. We're gonna have Roderick Strong as the North American.
You know who I want to? No. You know who I want to say should be American champion?
It's Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, tag team.
What you mean?
Tag team.
Kyle O'Reilly better than all of them.
He's as good as Adam Cole.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'm willing. You know me. I'm Kyle O'Reilly high. I'll say he's better than Adam Cole, but I'll take that.
Yeah, he's gonna be fighting at Evolve. He's gonna take on Austin Theory.
That's cool. But he should be U.S. champion. No. Velveteen Dream, unless he's getting called up, he should be U.S. champion for about a year or two.
Okay.
Unless he's gonna get
second match, we got Pete Dunne versus Walter for the UK title.
Turn that all the way the fuck up.
Yes.
I got Walter going over.
Yeah, me too. I think it's time for Pete Dunne to go to
Absolutely.
to NXT full time, or they're gonna call him up to the SmackDown roster.
No, he should go to SmackDown. He's one of the top 5 best workers right now.
Okay.
Young workers.
Can you imagine a Pete Dunne Mustafa Ali match?
Turn that up. Or Pete Dunne versus anybody, bro.
Hey, I mean, let him and Ricochet go back at it again.
Come on, bro.
Let him and
AJ against each other.
Shit.
No, if they really want to do this, if you want to do the whole if y'all want to see a wrestling match, like technician match, put him against the genius Randy Orton.
Yes.
Him and Randy Orton.
Oh my God.
Wrestling match. I need that shit at least 30 minutes.
Oh my God, Pete Dunne.
Those styles, the height and weight comparison gonna be like astounding though, because he gonna look like a midget to Randy Orton, but that's most people.
Yeah.
But still, that technician style, both of them, bruh, that's wrestling 101 right there. Them holds, come on, bro. We need that ASAP.
Or we got to put him with someone that can sell.
Yeah, because when we talk about WrestleMania, you already know what my match of that night is.
It's AJ and Randy, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be my match tonight, but we'll get to that.
Anyways, they got this third. I still think this is going on last. The 2 out of 3 falls match for the vacant NXT Championship. Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna call Johnny up, especially now because the other half, even though they brought back DIY without saying they DIY, the other half is gone.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
I'm torn on this one. Like, I can see Adam Cole, reasons to put Adam Cole over, but I think Gargano makes more sense here.
I understand. No, I definitely understand, but I think he's going to the main roster because I want to choose Johnny because he hasn't had the title yet, even though he's been for a year now fighting for it. But I think they're going to put Adam Cole over. It just depends on if he's going to the main card. Now, if they keep Adam Cole there because they do actually need people in NXT because that roster ain't all that big. It isn't that big, I should say. They just signed some new people. Shouts out to Stokely Hathaway.
And Shane Strickland.
Yeah, shouts out to them. So maybe they keep them on there so they can have a program a little bit longer, call them up next year. But what more can Johnny do at this point?
Yeah, the only reason I see him staying in NXT is because what is he going to do on SmackDown? Look at what they did to Andrade. Look what they did to Mustafa. Look what they did to Sanity. Look what they did to fucking like EC3 don't do shit.
Bro, he just stand there.
Lacey Evans don't do shit.
But walk to the ring and walk back.
Lars Sullivan still ain't debuted. Hopefully you all good, Lars Sullivan.
Yeah, I need to actually read that. I got a Bleacher Report about that. Yeah, Lacey, she be besides exactly. Shots at Kofi Kingston and
thirst traps.
No, I'm trying to. She be in the shade room. I'll just say that.
Okay,
she definitely part of the shade room. I'll be seeing some comments. I'm like, yeah, shade room.
That's fair. She at least got to follow Karen Civil.
Does she?
Maybe.
She probably.
Shout out to Karen Civil.
Yeah, shouts out to the Queen, Karen Civil.
Who you got? This the match right here. NXT North American Championship, Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle. I think this is really fascinating.
Yeah.
I think this is really fascinating in the sense that they chose Velveteen Dream to give Matt Riddle his first L.
I think it's time for Velveteen to go to the main roster.
Like the same thing with Gargano. I just feel like they need to wait till SummerSlam because I think you need to wait to see who's leaving. Like Ambrose is definitely gone.
Yeah, for all the motherfucking fans that was like, "Oh, this is a work." It ain't no work. He ain't been on TV. He ain't said shit.
They booted his ass right off TV with the Claymore.
Yeah. Everybody get booted. No pun intended.
Yeah. With I had to explain to my brother what the Claymore was. I was like, it's a wanting run foot. Like I was like, he does the Liu Kang.
Basically.
Like it's really what it is.
And I'm surprised his big ass could do that.
Yeah. So no, I'm gonna go with Velveteen Dream on this one. Just because Matt Riddle's had a great showing his first few things, but he needs to take an L.
Did you see what Velveteen Dream said about Matt Riddle?
No.
Called him a hoe on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably said delete that shit.
And the other thing is, you got to have Velveteen down there because with Tommaso Ciampa gone, who's your top heel?
Is Velveteen a heel?
He's a heel now. He's a heel again because of Matt Riddle.
Ain't never seen him like a heel to us. Every time he come out, he get them damn cheers.
Well, I mean, everybody get the cheers. I mean, you see Adam Cole's supposed to be a heel.
Yeah, but with Velveteen, you already know. And we saw it in person.
Yeah.
They got the Hive. The Hive is everywhere.
Yeah, no, the Velveteen Hive is strong. But yeah, I think you got to keep Velveteen because if you don't, Adam Cole is your only heel.
Okay. Yeah, like I was thinking about the main roster thing, but if I'm not thinking about the main roster, I'm going with Velveteen.
Yeah. I also feel like they should not do the SmackDown versus Raw Survivor Series this year, and they should do NXT versus the main roster.
Oh, they don't let that one.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have Velveteen on that list. You can have Gargano. You can have Matt Riddle. You can have Keith Lee. You can have Dijakovic.
The main roster don't want that smoke.
Yo,
especially if it's Raw.
Can we talk about that? That Keith Lee Dijakovic match should have been on NXT TakeOver.
Yeah.
Because they are too damn good, both of them.
Yeah, them big motherfuckers can move.
Yes.
I don't understand that.
Like, Dijakovic is like...
One of them look like Hyden Wright. The other one look like Gerald Levert.
Yeah. And they both will give you this work.
While doing a front flip, which
yes.
is insane.
Yes. All right, and we got the women's title match, the Fatal 4-Way. Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai versus Bianca Belair versus Kairi Sane. Who you got?
Bianca. No disrespect because it's Bianca.
That's fair. I don't know who's going to win, but whoever does win, Shayna Baszler has to take the pin. Because I think it's time for her to go up.
Yeah. No, definitely. For as a women worker, yeah, she definitely should go up.
And, like, so if the rumor is Rousey's leaving after Mania.
More like she is.
Like, you can't have Charlotte again. You can't have Charlotte versus Becky again. You fucking destroyed Asuka. Like, you murdered Asuka.
You said Charlotte can't go over again?
Nah. Not yet.
Oh, I can't wait till we get to our WrestleMania predictions. Go ahead, Skip.
Not yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Although, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, I can see that. But I think it's time for Shayna Baszler because the moment she goes, she'll immediately be the best heel on the roster because everything Ronda Rousey is attempting right now, Shayna Baszler is pulling off.
We'll master that. And she's older than her, too.
Yeah. Which she's, I mean.
And she only started training, I think, 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, but she do MMA.
Yeah, but still, to work, to be able to work like that, yeah.
But she's Shayna Baszler might, like I told you, she might be my top heel in the industry.
Yeah, I agree with you. No, she's a hell of a worker. I think she can even go to Raw and be great. Like, her against the man at SummerSlam, turn that up.
Turn that up all the way. Although I think by then we're gonna get Becky versus Sasha or Bayley.
You think so?
I think so.
Every time they try to put the queen up there, they start tearing her down, being Sasha.
Yep. All right. That brings us to the main card. Once again, we are going to watch the G1 Supercard.
Damn, they got it out of order. So should we go from top to bottom or bottom to top?
I'll figure this out. We'll work it out real now. So quick shout out real quick to the Hall of Famers. Shout out to D-Generation X.
Yes.
Shout out to
China should be going individually, but
yeah.
Neither here nor there.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's time. It's time. That's no smoke to Tori Wilson. Tori Wilson definitely deserves it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to Tori Wilson.
I never thought the Honky Tonky Man to make it in, but everybody did.
Yeah. Shout out to the Honky Tonk Man. He was, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, even though he never really defended the title.
At all.
He still got the record, and he's still a memorable gimmick.
More so his shoots. That's why he should be in the Hall of Fame. His shoot interviews are up there with the legendary
shoots. This one, I
fucking hate Ricky Steamboat.
This one, I'm confused about is Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
I mean, you got to put somebody else in. It's just like the NBA Hall of Fame. When I saw that the other day, I said, all right, you got to put somebody in.
Yeah,
but all it says, one time WWF tag.
Yeah, like I know he had a memorable gimmick, but y'all haven't thrown Owen in yet. Oh, I touched the nerve? Nigga, the Disco Inferno could have been in at this point.
Bro, if Disco Inferno come in, I'm ready to stand on that hill that the WWE Hall of Fame is way worse than the NBA Hall of Fame.
My nigga Christian.
Oh no, definitely.
Why not Captain Charisma over either of them?
You said Owen Hart.
But yeah, shout out to
Owen Hart ever goes to the Hall of Fame. CM Punk will get in the Hall of Fame. Scott Steiner will get in the Hall of Fame before Owen Hart.
Oh, Scott Steiner definitely going in. We gotta
Owen Hart.
We gotta get Big Papa Pump in there,
bro. But you know nobody gonna be there. Triple H ain't gonna be there.
No, it's all right. It's gonna be John Cena out there sitting there like.
No, I don't think he like John. I don't think. First of all, I don't think Scott Steiner like anybody. I don't think he like.
Well, the thing about Scott Steiner don't like nobody until he in their face. Like you gotta remember when he took that he took a jab at or like said something to Kimberly Page, and then DDP went to go talk to him.
And DDP got washed up.
No, DDP didn't get washed up. He's like,
they said DDP got his nose white.
Bro,
he gonna lose that fight.
The story I'm telling is like after that, Scott Steiner went over to Kimberly and was like, "Yo, I'm sorry."
I didn't hear that. I gotta find that story.
But Kimberly Page tells it, and I mean they divorced now. He ain't got no reason. He ain't got no reason. She ain't got no reason to lie on her ex like that. Shout out to the Hart Foundation. You know,
see, they could have put Owen right there. They said the Hart Foundation, even though it was Bret Hart technically and Jim Annaville, but still
they could have put the British Bulldog and Brian.
Because we had the Hart Foundation from the 90s when they was going against the Nation, or they was talking about the Nation of Domination was being discriminated against, which was a shoot.
And shout out to Sue Atchison, the Warrior Award. Shout out to her.
No respect.
She worked with the company and she's
What happened to little dude from New Orleans, man? I hope he good. Remember they got the when they was in New Orleans, we gotta look him up. I hope he good, man.
Yeah, we definitely gotta check that out.
He was funny as hell. He was
just shooting on the Miz.
Yeah, on the Miz. He put the Miz over.
Yeah, he got the Miz over cold.
Yeah.
And shout out to, of course, Harlem Heat, the gods.
Okay. Do we got time? Yeah, let's do this. Let's talk about the greatest tag teams of all time. If we can do it off the top of the head.
Greatest tag teams of all time?
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk about that for a while because Harlem Heat, I think, might be
greatest tag team?
2 or 3. No. It's definitely the Dudley Boys.
There's no celebrity this year.
That's good. They had Kid Rock last year.
Yeah, that's true. You
gotta keep, bro. No, that was Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
I am American badass.
No.
He was one of the first Trump supporters.
Jarius Robertson.
We knew. As soon as Kid Rock came out as a Trump supporter, it was like, we knew.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a different part of Detroit. Where are you from? 7 Mile.
He ain't from 7 Mile. He probably from 3rd Mile. So.
What is that?
I don't know.
The Wayside? Fallout?
Anyways, the greatest tag teams of all time. Let's see, New Age Outlaws, the Outsiders.
I don't know.
Outsiders, they don't have like the accolades, but the impact was.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm going about. The accolades, I'm thinking about that.
Oh, okay. Then the Steiner Brothers, Legion of Doom, Dudley Boys.
Legion of Doom is probably number 5, if not last.
The Hardy Boys.
Oh, the Hardy Boys top 5.
Edge and Christian.
Let's do top 5.
Top 5?
Yeah, let's just do top 5 right now. Because we can say top 10. We kind of already know it's gonna be like
Dudley Boys. There's no order. Dudley Boys.
I think we should. I think Dudley's should be number 1.
Dudley's, Hardy's, Edge and Christian just for those TLC matches alone.
Yeah. New Age Outlaws.
New Age Outlaws.
No. Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat should be like number 2. I'll put Harlem Heat number 2.
I don't know. I'm not doing no order. I'm just giving you 5.
Okay. I was trying to put it in the order.
I'm just giving you a starting 5. And I said New Age Outlaws. Yeah, I'll go Harlem Heat.
Harlem Heat definitely top 5.
6-man might be Steiner Brothers.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. Because they won. If we're going by accolades, they won in Japan. They won in WCW.
Although a top 10 group, Usos.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like that's becoming apparent.
The Briscoes. I love the Briscoes, man.
The Funk Brothers are good too.
The Funk Brothers were
even though they were better by themselves, being Terry and Dory.
This is true.
Yeah, but
this is very true.
No matter what, just know the Legion of Doom is never gonna be in my top 10, just because of the shit Hawk said.
Oh yeah, the Uncle
Was
Too
it
Cold.
was it Hawk or
It was
Animal?
Animal.
Okay, yeah, the one that's still alive, right?
No, Hawk is the one that's still alive.
We gotta get that right. I think it was Hawk that was saying all that shit.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I know Too Cold said, I'm from Chicago too. Too Cold said, I take this 2-piece.
Yeah.
I hang with the Hells Angels. He
for
said, you get back up, we'll hit you some more.
And for every one time you hit me, I'm gonna hit you 3.
And Too Cold, yeah. And Too Cold definitely is an underrated wrestler too.
But yeah,
That's all. Bruce BK, bro, what the fuck? Bruce BK do besides be swole and have clippers?
he was Hulk Hogan's friend.
So let's get to WrestleMania. That's all be everything I need.
Yeah,
The
WrestleMania.
Hollywood blonde fucking jabroni, Hulk Hogan.
Oh, you just got to stand up again. All right, let's go. Let's start with the battle royals. The men's battle royal. Who you got? I don't even know who all is in this.
Bro, you already know they're gonna give that to Braun Strowman. Just because he on his way out, because they're like, bro, we ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, true.
Where's he gonna go to get that food though? You know he needed at least that much money, however much he's making, more than likely 6 figures. Bro, I don't think AEW gonna pay you that much.
Nah.
And this dude, he looked like a dude that eat a lot. I mean, how swole he is, he's probably spending about $1,000 just on himself a week.
So yeah, it's probably because they didn't put Kevin Owens in it.
I fucking forgot he came back.
Right?
What happened? Just put him in that match. They're like, all right, you basically about to put Kofi over. So even though he's not in the match, you put Kofi over. And then after that, you're going to disappear, go back
I
to
forgot
Canada.
Drew McIntyre was in the first Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
He was.
Yeah.
That fire-ass theme music.
Anyways,
Braun Strowman.
yeah, I'll go Braun Strowman. My dark horse is Apollo Crews.
I can see that. It seemed like they're trying to make Apollo cook. Like they're trying to do something for him.
Well, yeah, because he might end up leaving. And the thing is,
I don't want him in AEW.
I don't either. Like, he'll cook over there because he's just too talented not to cook.
He seemed like a nice dude. I don't want him in AEW.
Yeah. Or you know what? Might be Titus. Like I told you.
He deserves.
Like
whatever
I told you.
reward they want to give Titus, give him the reward. But yeah, go to what you said.
My Titus thing is so, you know, his current significant other is Yolanda Adams, who'll be singing America the Beautiful.
Which you broke the news. You broke the news.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah. TMJ. You broke the news. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Somebody said Finn Balor, the demon, should come out when she starts singing.
Yeah. So my thing is the way I think they should book it is they should have Titus O'Neil start to get eliminated, and then you see Yolanda Adams get on her knees and pray. And then Titus just get charged up real quick and eliminate everybody. And he wins.
Be in so much trouble.
I want her to all his prayers. I want her down there with the Bible.
Bruh, you know the Bible Belt is a fandom, right?
Yeah,
for the most part.
I want him to come out and kiss the Bible after he won.
Bro, you want them to get in trouble. You think all the other shit they would have got in trouble with, like if they do it now, it'll be problematic, especially like the homo shit they was trying to do, like with Goldust and all that.
Oh, yeah.
That might be why Goldust about to leave, because they really like, yeah, bro, this kind of problematic now. We can't put it out.
Well, they just don't let him do what he used to do.
Yeah, you can't.
No.
Because they're going to get offended. And I'm not trying to pick on the homos. I'm just saying they're going to get offended.
Well, we can say gay instead of homo.
Hey, that's homosexual, right?
Yeah, but
Hey, that's the proper word to say.
But you said homo.
I didn't want to say sexual.
Why not?
Yeah, it's not that time of night.
Okay.
For anything sexual. Platonic, anything.
There's nothing.
That's when you go home.
Okay, fair. All right. That's your prerogative.
But I'm saying they would get in trouble for that. But that would be hilarious.
Women's Battle Royal. Who the fuck winning this shit?
Asuka or Naomi.
Right? It got to be.
They're going to give it to Asuka probably because, like, hey, Japanese lady, take this.
Sorry about that, bro.
They're going to be like,
sorry about that, bro.
We know you. We made you lose your title for no reason, so take this little Japanese. I mean, take this lady.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't say lady. Shit. Take this.
You can say lady.
Cool.
You can say lady.
Yeah, they probably give it to her.
Okay. Let's go with the 4-way tag match between. Oh, I didn't pick, huh? I'm saying Oscar too, but
Please let's go to that fatal 4-way.
fatal
Can we
4-way
start
tag
with the
team.
women's? Because that's hilarious. That's their name.
Yeah. No, let's start with the tag team one. The tag team one is the Usos versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus The Bar versus Nakamura and Rusev. Who you got?
Please let that be on the pre-show because I'm tired of The Bar, and I got the Usos going over because they just re-up on that contract.
I think because they re-up on the contract, it's going to be Aleister Black and Ricochet, man.
We don't need that. There's no point.
Do you
Them
not?
as a tag team?
But the Usos is just kind of at this point a placeholder tag team. Like they did that for the Shane Miz thing, and they have no. Like you would see after the Shane Miz thing went away, they have no plans.
Get paid.
They have no plans for the tag team.
Yeah, just get paid. That's all they're doing. Why the fuck is the New Day not there?
I don't know. They better
They're
not.
gonna jump. Yeah, they're gonna jump Kofi.
They better not, man.
I
Like,
can't wait. No, let's go. Let's keep going to the other matches because I can't wait, bro.
all right, let's start it off with what's most likely to start off the match. Let's start off Finn Balor versus. No, that's not gonna start off. Let's start off Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese.
The pre-show should be Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, but okay. Is that actually on the main card?
I don't know.
That's
No, it's
not
pre-show.
gonna
It's pre-show. That's the P by it. It's pre-show. So
I
let's
agree.
go Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese, which could be the match of the night.
It's not. But I understand what you mean. No, that's not disrespecting them, but I understand what you mean.
They cold as hell, man.
No, they are. I'm not saying that. I watched 205 Live.
Yeah, if they
I'm
have enough,
saying that.
yeah, I know. They get enough time. Who you got? So
Hopefully Cedric get called up to the main card after this, but all right. I'm going with Tony.
yeah, I think it's time.
Yes.
It's time. Buddy Murphy had a really nice run. He had some great matches with Cedric, some great matches with Mustafa.
Yeah.
But it's time.
I would like to see both of them to the main card, especially Cedric.
Yeah.
Cedric Cole.
Buddy Murphy can stay down there for a little while because they ain't got nobody.
That's 205 now. TJ left.
TJ left, and I don't blame him.
He went to New Japan. He gonna be over in New Japan. He got the colors. He like,
Oh,
man.
man. It's gonna be him versus Takahashi and Ishimori for like years.
And he cool. Ain't no problem.
No, ain't no problem.
He 37. He don't look 37, but he 37.
Hey, man. As cold as TJP is and as cold as Ishimori and all them are over there.
He gonna do all them backflips. He can do all the backflips. He gonna get all the Mega Man. He gonna spend all his money on Mega Man shit.
Yeah, he gonna be dabbing the shit out of over there. He's gonna be doing all
the
of
only
it.
man on the planet besides like 5-year-old white kids still dabbing.
Still dabbing. And dads. Let's go else to the main card. Let's do Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. Who you got and why?
So before we get to that, I don't know if it's a shoot or not, but apparently Rey Mysterio hurt his ankle. That's why they didn't have the match or with him and Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
It was a quick match. So
No, I heard he hurt his ankle against Corbin.
okay, that sounds about right. I'll leave it alone about Corbin, but it sounds about right. Kurt Angle. I'm sorry. I'm going with Ray.
Really?
Yeah. He had every title for the most part except for that title. He didn't have a hardcore title, but they never count the hardcore title for some reason. Why the promo? What the fuck did they do with the promos leading up? Why he didn't choke out his son?
I don't know. All right, I'm gonna say this: if Ray can't compete,
They're gonna throw Johnson in.
throw Mustafa in,
That actually would have been better.
and I'll take Mustafa over Samoa Joe. But if it's Joe versus Ray, I'm taking Joe.
I'm gonna go Ray. The only
Um,
reason I got the title because they were like, all right, Black History Month is over.
I'll give it to Joe. Well, you'll see what happens next.
Mustafa and the U.S. title, that should happen politically wise. I could see them doing that, and because he's good enough to have it.
It's a shitload of singles matches. I just realized that.
That's good.
Let's go to the Boston Hug Connection versus the Divas of Doom.
That's the whitest tag team name I've ever heard. One of them. The
Versus-
Divas of Doom.
Versus the Iconics. Oh, I thought they called them the Samoan Slaughterhouse. Anyways, versus
They not gonna call them the Samoan Slaughterhouse.
Let's just call them Slaughterhouse then.
They not gonna do that. First of all, Joe Budden gonna get mad,
Yeah.
and then second of all, no. you
But Joe
can't. That's
Joe
part of
retired.
it. He don't give a fuck. He's still gonna yell.
Okay, that's fine.
You. First of all, either one of them could beat the shit out of him or anybody in general.
But yeah. Who you got? Tamina and Nia Jax, Divas of Doom, Iconics.
I hate that fucking name, but the Boston Hood Connection.
You got the Boston Hug connection?
If the Divas of Doom go over, I'm stop watching pro wrestling.
Yeah, I'm conflicted about this. I know they stood up strong. Like WWE did some weird shit this week. Like there was a whole lot of faces that stood strong at the end.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
because it all intertwines with that triple threat match. Because
yeah. I know what you go. I know where you're
because
going.
Durag Vince really came out the shadows.
Durag Vince is out here, baby.
Right. No, he must have hit the white real quick. He be like, I got an idea. Look, call the police real quick.
Yeah, get them people out here.
Yeah, you ain't gonna tell me like we gotta have a triple threat between like old man current Vince, Durag Vince, and cocaine in the '90s Vince.
Oh, Durag Vince or cocaine Vince is winning.
Easily, cocaine Vince is an icon. Cocaine Vince is the reason why they book at stadiums.
Who had to take those bumps against Austin? Cocaine Vince. Opioid
Absolutely.
Vince.
Coming out swole, sweating already and shit.
Yeah.
That was no water.
No. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Boston Hug connection too. I want to pick the Iconics just because I love the Iconics.
I had to do this. I gotta do Soulja Boy one on that one.
Well, the Iconics.
The jig is up, sir.
The Iconics is funny.
The chick, bruh. Why have people been outing them? I think they read their comments because they weren't this bad prior to 2 weeks ago.
No,
people have been like, damn, they trash.
That's the best
Oh,
part.
we wasn't paying attention.
That's the best part. They are everything Baron Corbin wants to be.
Trash, but they could cut a promo.
Annoying but good. Like a good annoying.
I don't see what everybody keep calling trash. I'm like, they don't know. They don't have a move set.
Well, no, but they're not there.
They work slow as shit. Like they work like how the Divas used to work. Like when they called them Divas.
Yeah.
That's how they work.
Well, they're a tag team. They work slow. And they're there for more of their promo work than anything. Next match, let's go.
They still, bro. They accent scared the shit out of me. They voices.
Let's go Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin.
Okay. What do we say for this? I can't even cut a promo on this one.
I really feel like they're gonna let Baron Corbin win this goddamn match.
Yeah, of course.
And it's not gonna do nothing to help his goddamn career. Like this will be the third time or fourth time they have tried to get Baron Corbin over, and it's not gonna work again.
All them fucking wrestling fans that keep saying, "Oh, Roman Reigns, they trying to put him over." No, motherfucker, they've been trying to put Baron Corbin. They've been trying to shove him down our throats for 4 years. Pause.
Yeah, they gave him the Money in the Bank.
He was garbage in NXT. How you garbage in NXT?
Yes.
Everybody good at NXT.
They called him up before he even got a title shot.
Yeah.
Like he never got a title shot and he got called up.
It was like, bro, y'all ain't gonna try to get him a tag title shot at least.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was nobody trash. It's nobody trash NXT back then or now.
Yeah, I'll take Baron Corbin. I don't want him to win, but
maybe they keep it kayfabe too, and they actually might bring John Cena out against Kurt Angle. But if
that'd be nice.
We give him 10 minutes at the most, bro. Kurt can't take no bumps.
Nah,
he can't take no FU or he can't take the attitude adjustment. He can't, bro. That man neck.
Let's go Shane versus The Miz.
Okay, that's another go to the bathroom.
Really?
This false count anywhere, right?
Yeah.
I just hate the build up. I didn't understand this.
I didn't mind the build up. I like Shane's part more than The Miz.
Like heel Shane ain't been good since like '98 when he was the European champion.
Yo, man, if we don't get the Mean Street Posse in the sweater vests.
Okay, you right. I didn't even think about that.
If we get the Mean Street Posse in the sweater vests.
No, I think Rodney Pete or Rodney Gas, I think he actually got heat with WWE. So I don't think it's gonna happen.
Man, yeah,
but that would be genius for him to come out and the music, the Wi-Fi music come out. Run that thing. This shit takes me back. The mean streets of Connecticut.
No.
How the fuck you wrestle with that?
I don't know.
They had the slacks in the shoe.
They look like the Backstreet Boys in the It's Tearing Up My Heart video. Yeah. So who you got, Shane or Miz?
The Miz.
Yeah, I think you got to go Miz. I'm tempted to take Shane, but
you think Shane gonna jump off the top of the stadium?
Nah, he ain't gonna jump.
What else are you gonna do at this point? What else you gonna jump off?
He ain't gonna jump off shit. That's why he wanted to do this.
That's the whole point of the false count anywhere.
He gonna jump off the stage. That's about it.
That shit. compared to what we seen him jump off before.
I mean, what else he gonna jump off of?
Shit,
He ain't gonna.
the same thing.
He gonna jump off the WrestleMania sign, like the Uso said.
The same thing on Hart got jumped off of. Got rest his soul.
Nah, we're not doing that.
That hurt.
Moving on. I'm taking the Miz as well. Let's go. See, this is the problem with all these singles matches. Is it's gonna be a lot of like
bathroom breaks.
It's gonna be a lot of bathroom breaks, and it's gonna be a lot of monotony. So I'm just
Who the fuck want to see Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre?
This is the most amazing thing. So we'll do that one next. You know what's amazing about this match? They have built. If you watch wrestling the past 4 weeks, last month, they have built Drew McIntyre up to be a monster, an unstoppable monster.
And I'm still bored as shit when I watch.
And they are going to do all of that just to have Roman Reigns beat him at WrestleMania.
They not.
No.
Think Drew gonna go over.
Nah, Roman's going over.
You think?
Yeah.
Cause he came back and they still like, damn, you came back too soon, player. We don't really, we don't really have nothing.
And it's for reasons why. It's because I'm taking Roman in that match, and then Lashley versus Finn Balor. I mean, it's the demon.
That's definitely better. That shit should go on first.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen that in the past month?
Yeah. So I think it'll be a strong match, but Balor's beating Lashley. We already know that, and they shouldn't have teased it. They should have just let us be surprised. Now
they don't do that no more.
Let's go AJ and Randy.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Turn that all the way the fuck up.
Yeah, this is the match I feel deserves the most time other than the triple threat match.
Absolutely.
Who do you got? Because I got Randy.
I got AJ.
Really?
Yeah, I got AJ. I think because what they want to do is they trying to keep his contract. He's trying to re-up on his contract, so they working that out. Or I think he resigned. But AJ they trying to put that. So he did?
Yeah, he resigned already.
Okay, so they probably gonna put him over. Randy is towards the end of his career. Other than that, the logistics of it, I think they're gonna put AJ over just because they're gonna be like, hey, this style can work. We had this younger guy, a little bit younger than Randy, and this style, like he basically a cruiserweight, but he's in the heavyweight division, and this style worked. This high flying style, even though they are heavyweights, they aren't actually heavyweights, they're cruiserweights. And the reason why I'm excited for this match is that's my match tonight is because the styles the styles going to contract with each other.
Oh yeah,
the high flyer. You got once again one of the greatest technical wrestlers in history. That shit is gonna be wrestling 1-on-1.
Yeah,
That's why the buildup has been like subpar. Because like you really don't need a buildup.
I'm picking Randy because I feel like there's gonna if Ray goes over, if Finn and Roman go over and the Miz go over, you need some heels to go over. So that's why I'm taking Randy. And that's also why in the next match, I am taking Batista over Triple H.
Yeah. I know he did something where he signed up to work some WrestleManias, 4 WrestleManias or something like that being Triple H, but I think that was like 2016 when he did that. Other than that, I think they can still avoid the contract. See, I'm thinking about politics involved more so, even though we should just be focused on the matches, but still, it all intertwines with each other. I think I'm going with Batista.
Yeah. And
do they need promo for Avengers Endgame? No, because my dumb ass got up 5 a.m. to get my ticket.
And I mean, Batista got the promo of the year off for. He got the promo and the fit of the year.
That fucking fit is fire, bro. Bring that fit up again. Run that back turbo. Because I looked at that fire, I'm like, damn.
That maroon blazer was cold as fuck.
The black shirt and all that. I said, oh, yeah, you grew up in D.C., huh?
Yeah, you
was in the hood.
Yeah, you was doing go-go, huh?
He was in the hood. He was like, that was like, oh, the checks is coming in.
Yeah.
Like, no. You know,
he was at home. He had to show out.
Yeah, he was like, no, I'm going to cut. He just flew.
Oh,
he flew. He's like, all right, let me go just say these 4 words real quick. He probably just got in 10 minutes before.
Yeah, that was a layover.
Right. Let me get this drip off. You know what I mean?
Real quick. I got to go do this GQ shoot for Avengers Endgame or this Hollywood Reporter or something like that.
I don't even think he's part of it. Because they trying to kayfabe like they ain't coming back.
Oh, yeah.
James Gunn back, bro. Yeah.
No,
that was your man.
They're gonna do the one right afterwards, the Variety magazine spread, right after the biggest opening ever.
Yeah. If we get to that point where we talk about it, then we'll talk about it. Because I kind of want to talk about how my ass got up at 5 a.m. to get my ticket. I would like to see Batista go over. I think he is because it's like, bro, Triple H, like, H, stay your ass backstage, bro.
And Triple H, like next year, the XFL is starting, so that means Triple H running the show. So he ain't gonna have no time to be in like.
Right.
So
we don't need to see him get injured again because he wasn't supposed to be in this match.
no,
He tore his pec, and it's like, bro, take your old ass home. You doing a great job. Everybody thought she was gonna be a trash booker, even CM Punk over it ass. But you did it.
yeah. So yeah, I'm taking Batista.
And Disney probably said, "Hey, Batista need to go over."
Yeah.
Imagine the execs at Disney like, "Hey, Vince, put Batista over." Vince gonna try to argue with Disney. He would because it's Vince, but
Yeah. Let's go Daniel Bryan versus Kofi.
no. Let's go Lesnar.
No, that's going on before.
No, we got
because if this is there's a reason why.
okay. It's saying here, but that's all I was like trying to wait till later. But no, we can go in right now. You go ahead first, and then
I'm going Kofi because that's gonna be the feel good moment of the night. Like seriously, that's gonna be the feel good moment of the night. You're gonna have two people basically retiring in this night.
As much as I want Kofi to go over, bro, they ain't gonna do that.
I think they will.
No, Vince. What have we learned from Vince? I'm gonna give you what you want, but not all of it. Pause.
It's true.
You gonna still purchase his merchandise because you can buy the Kofi Mania shirt and that other shirt right now, and it'll be sent to you next week. Like they don't start sending them out till next week, so you can buy the shirt right now. You ain't gonna get to next week, so I still got your bread.
It's true.
If he don't go over, so either way, he ain't going over.
I think he's going over just for the simple fact that SmackDown about to go to Fox, and they got to get these ratings up, bro.
Yeah, having a black champion definitely get your ratings up. Because you see what the response been. Like, people that don't know shit about wrestling being like, oh, the black man getting held down. That's why I kept, me and other people that actually watch wrestling, we like, bro, it's so fucking work. Yeah. We know when Vince is burying people.
Yeah.
Look at Sanity or whoever else.
Yeah, the fact that he here, he ain't getting buried.
And Vince coming out doing promos.
And this is the thing. This is why I say Kofi is going over. He's the bag. Like there are two secure bags. There are several secure bags on this roster. The most secure bags on this roster are the New Day and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, because New Day right now, I think they number one in merchandise sales still.
They're always done merchandise, but they are so fun loving. Like they got the kids, which Cena have. They got that.
Yeah.
So and they're not breaking up the New Day because that means you fuck up the bag. Number one, and number two, why would y'all want them to break up the New Day after what they just did to Dean Ambrose? You really trust the WWE to turn Big E heel?
I mean, if you're gonna make them heel, wait till SummerSlam. Or later on.
I don't think you make them heel at all.
Or wait till next year, WrestleMania. If he goes over, I don't mind seeing both of them at WrestleMania. Them at WrestleMania main event next year? Turn that way the fuck up.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna let Kofi keep the belt for a fucking year.
Yeah, bounce it back.
Nah, he might get one run. That's it.
That's good, but not good enough. But I'll take it.
I don't think I'm so pessimistic. I think he'll have the belt and he'll have it for like 2-3 months, and then that's it.
Well,
listen, I mean, that's a run.
No, it's true, and we can make these guesses, man. But we keep learning with this dude, man. Expect the unexpected, because we did not expect any of this shit.
No, that's true.
So I really can't say anything. Like I'm saying, of course, I want Kofi to go over, but will he go over? You know what? I don't know. This is going to be the only time I say I don't know.
Okay.
Because this motherfucker Vince, the only reason why I will say he is going over is because, bro, Vince be getting out of bed for the promos. Like, how many this year alone? If we go back to the past couple of years, how many times have we actually seen him come out?
Yeah, the only people he's been talking to is Becky, Charlotte, and Kofi.
That's it. And then, the past couple of years, it'd be like, all right, he'll have a promo where Roman Reigns disappear. He'll have a promo with Kevin Owens, and he'll get hit in the face. No, the past couple of nights, he's been like coming out.
He's been working.
So, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. I've been wrong before. Let's go with Kofi. Just because you got the boss coming out, like, all right, bro, I'm all in. That lets you know this is his idea as well. Because he's showing up. Like, when you the boss, you ain't got to show up. And he hasn't been doing that. He been showing up. And Becky Lynch as well. He been showing up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll say Kofi. I hope. I really want Kofi to go over, but we'll see. Or they might try to milk this bag, but like, all right, let's wait the next couple months. But we know they might do the whole AJ versus Samoa Joe thing. But after a while, it ain't gonna work. You either give it to them at WrestleMania pause or not at all. But we'll see.
We will.
We got so we let's go Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins.
Who you got?
Brock Lesnar.
I was thinking that too.
Brock going over.
Yeah.
Whether Roman Reigns, some people say he might come in and interfere, and then he might turn heel.
Nah,
it's just Brock Lesnar. At this point, all right, let me say this. I want to talk about this. At this point, it's just Brock Lesnar, bro. Like, hey, y'all just gotta let it go. Brock just over it. I saw somebody say he might be wrestler of the decade, and I'm not gonna argue that because, bro, he got the bag. He finessing the bag. He show up every now and then. And he live an American dream.
And this is one of the reasons why I might pick Brock. Because it seemed like they're trying to end the brand split and people going back and forth between shows.
Yeah.
And if you're going to let Kofi go back and forth between shows, what the fuck you need Brock for? He can carry that belt around. This and that. Now, the real play is to have the U.S. title and all that go back and forth, too. So you can have titles on Raw. But for logistic reasons, I can see Seth Rollins. I can see Seth Rollins for the simple fact that you got to get the belt back on there. And the fastest way to get the belt to Drew McIntyre, which looks like Vince's plan, is through Seth, not through Brock.
Who has Money in the Bank right now? Nobody, right? Braun already cashed it in.
Braun cashed it in.
Even when he didn't really cash it in.
Yeah.
He was just like, I'm going overseas.
But
I got Brock, bro. What is gonna convince me otherwise, even though what you just told me, what's gonna convince me otherwise that Seth is going over?
The other reason I think it might be Brock is because Brock isn't going on last, and I think they learned their lesson from last year. Don't put that on last.
No, I'll put him first match.
It could be. To be honest with you, it really could be.
Yeah. And honestly, I'll never get tired of this motherfucker suplexing people 20 times. Like, people could say that's boring. That shit fire to me.
Well, I just think they need more like the interesting thing about Brock is I don't know how many more finishes they can do. Like they've run out of ideas for him. Like the little guy thing, it hasn't worked. Like it's worked, but it hasn't worked.
Another little guy scenario.
And it's not going to work again. Like, okay, it worked for Daniel Bryan. It worked for Finn Balor. You going to try the same gimmick 3 times in a row? It's not going to work, bro. And the whole thing, the only reason the matches work is because we really think Brock is going to lose. Like, if Brock loses this time, or Brock wins this time, there's no more surprise in his matches.
Shit. I never thought it was going to be a surprise to begin with. I definitely got Brock going over. It's nothing that's going to tell me that,
Yeah. I'll probably pick Brock. Just for the simple fact that... Actually, no, I'm picking Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Picking Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I'm going with Brock, bro. I don't see why they would... I mean... It's been years now since they've been doing this, literally years, and then they always be like, "Oh, he about to leave," but then nope, I'm about to go ahead and re-up this contract, bit fella. They paying me money.
Yep. MVP. I mean, main event.
Oh yeah, main event.
We got Ronda Rousey, the Raw champion, Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown champion, and the man Becky Lynch. It's a winner takes all, so we're gonna have an undisputed purple looking belt or whatever. Who you got and why?
You go ahead first.
You're taking Charlotte. I know you are. And
bruh, once again, like the Brock Lesnar thing, what's gonna convince me otherwise? That they trying to put somebody else over. What's gonna convince me otherwise? Like they not playing.
I think they got to take Becky. I don't know.
They should. Logically, they should. It's been months of building up. She won the Royal Rumble. But what's gonna tell me otherwise? Besides, they just took the title from one of the greatest women workers I've ever seen, being Asuka, and they put it on Charlotte. What we know now is because they're trying to unify the title, and like you said, they're trying to unify both shows, which makes more sense because you go into new networks, and we would like to see other people go against each other. But what's to tell me otherwise that you know what I mean? She is going to go over being Becky. And then I think also too, and this is just my theory. More likely it's true. Eventually, they want her to become 16-time champion like her pops.
There is that. There is also the desire for Charlotte to be the first undisputed women's champion.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can truly see that. Sidebar: the men's Universal title match should have been Lesnar versus Lashley. But
yeah, of course.
Just to have Leo and Paul Heyman do them promos against each other.
Would be great. And then everybody can see that Bobby Lashley is actually a better MMA fighter than Lesnar. Let the record show.
One has to draw.
Let the record show.
What else? Yeah.
That's it, right? Those are
Who?
Triscuits.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Becky. I'm gonna pick Becky, man.
Something's gonna have to give.
I'm
so it's either
picking.
gonna play
I'm
out
picking.
like
That's the trade-off I'm thinking here is you can't have all three, so you got to choose between Lesnar or Charlotte. I think Kofi's getting over regardless because he's the most feel-good out of all of them, and Vince is probably looking at this as like this is a thank you to him because he really stepped up. Like the plan was for Mustafa Ali to do all of this, and it was supposed to put Mustafa over, and Mustafa was supposed to win that Mania.
Right.
Because that was probably Daniel Bryan who handpicked for him to beat him. And then Mustafa got hurt, and Vince was in a pickle. Like he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And Kofi really stepped up for him and did well. So I think this might be a thank you for that. Becky, it's the first ever women's main event. It's all this and that. I think they ended last year on a villain winning. I don't think they're going to do that 2 years in a row. Okay. Now, to be fair, they did do it once in WrestleMania 16 and 17.
Yeah.
But
WrestleMania 17, arguably, to me, is the greatest WrestleMania ever.
Yeah, a lot of people agree with that.
Every match shit. But that main event, bro, that shit is special. Every time I watch it, they got us listening to Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And then that finish.
Yeah, but so that's the thing is that now you have to trade off between Lesnar and Charlotte. I think you lose more by putting Charlotte over than Brock. If you put Brock over, people are mad, but they'll forget about it as long as Becky wins.
We kind of used to it, but
yeah,
like I don't even care. I stopped caring a while ago.
And the thing is, Brock, the heat will go away and he'll come back. Charlotte's gonna be there regardless, and it's just the fans are just not gonna want it. Yeah. Like if you let Charlotte or Ronda go over.
Damn, I didn't think about Ronda. She can go over.
She could go.
I think it's going to be Charlotte.
Well, I think you put Charlotte in there so Ronda doesn't get pinned.
Right.
Like, because you can't have, like, they'd be bold as hell if they have Ronda tap.
I don't see that.
Because I already know what they're going to do. They're not going to have Becky tap to the armbar.
No.
Because they already did that once where when Ronda snapped the first time and put her in the armbar, Becky didn't tap.
Right.
So they're just going to be like, yeah, she's not going to tap. She's going to get to the ropes. And they're going to break it up or whatever.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the finish go because all of them use a submission, man.
Yeah.
For the finisher. So we got to see how this goes.
Shouts
out to Becky, too, man, for just keeping this shit up. And then it got kind of bad towards the end. And then Cocaine Vince turned – no, this is Do-Rag Vince. Do-Rag Vince turned it up all the way.
Yeah.
Like – we're gonna get the police officers.
Yeah, we're gonna get this shit. We're gonna get
that
this shit.
Triple H high knee took me out.
Oh man, she need the shit out of Ronda.
That should be on the t-shirt. She did the shit.
She needs shit out.
Through.
She needs shit out that bitch.
3 Yakubian women fighting.
Yeah, man.
You hate to see it. Those stuff. Yeah. So Lesnar, I think is now that you put it that way, out of those 3 circumstances, because like you said, the Kofi thing. It's because he been involved with it and because you need a feel-good story. We definitely probably going to have Kofi going over, but out of those 2, it's like Vince going to give you something, but not all of it.
Very true.
So if Becky does go over, then it's going to be Lesnar going over, which I'm cool with because I don't want to see Seth Rollins as the champion. That shit going to be boring.
That's the thing is I think both him and Kofi, if they win, they're interim champions. Like I don't think they'll be champions for a long time.
I hope not. That should be boring. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
What else?
That's it. MVP, once again, Nipsey, 6-man Russell Westbrook.
Bless.
Wash. I ain't gonna give Eric Holder the Wash thing because you worse than Wash. You just
go home. A lot of people just got to go home this year.
Well, he's not going home. He's gonna die.
That's a different home.
Yeah.
He going home. He going up to yonder.
He going to, I mean, for those of y'all that believe in stuff, he going to hell.
Can you say that?
Huh?
Can you say that?
Why can't I say it?
How we know? If it does exist, how we know?
He-
Maybe he did some good. He just fucked up one time.
Apparently, that's good enough to get you into hell.
Okay, so those that don't know, tell them what Eric Holder did.
Eric Holder killed Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
So, like,
Oh, that's his name. I'm sorry. I messed up. I thought his name was like his hood name was like Shitty something.
I don't know. But
I didn't know that was his
not
name.
Eric Holder, the AG, you conspiracy hacks.
That's what I'm thinking about.
You can
See, even though we talked about it at the beginning, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I
'Cause I
know.
forgot Buddy's name.
Not Obama's attorney general.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker going to hell, Eric Holder.
Yeah, you conspiracy theory motherfucker.
That's what I was thinking about. See, you motherfuckers fucked me up. Cause I'm like thinking like, wait, Eric, you talking about to do for Obama or the conspiracy dude? I'm like, but then you was like, you said it earlier and I forgot.
I will say this. This is how you know Alex
What
Jones.
if he is him? What if he is a conspiracy dude?
This how you know. This all I'll say. I'll say.
It always comes back to Alex Jones.
This is how you know Alex Jones racist, because as much as black people love to believe in conspiracies, he don't do nothing.
For black conspiracies.
Yeah, man.
He don't say shit about who killed MLK or Malcolm X.
You know, man, he could do so much. He could have Tariq Nasheed on there every week. He could have. Oh, Dick Gregory was on there.
Oh yeah, that's right. And it was a calm interview for
Yeah.
the most part.
Well, they both conspiracy nuts. Or rest in peace, Dick Gregory.
Yeah, bro, we're not playing that game.
Yeah.
Because right now, if heaven, hell, whatever, Dick Gregory is definitely speaking to Nipsey in heaven.
How'd you get here?
I took the building around them niggas. Okay. That's all.
You want to build something around some niggas? Give us some blocks.
What's it? What did Killer Mike said? He said T.I. and Killer Mike.
I forgot.
He said March. The niggas on March. We did that for 50 years.
Fuck March and everything.
What the fuck did March do?
What you gonna do now?
I tell you, if you gonna build some blocks
You a
around
soldier?
What if Dick Gregory was saying a lot of shit about black people, but we never called him a coon.
Nah, because Dick Gregory wasn't a coon. He really
Yeah.
loved us. He just was hard on us.
He's like somebody's great grandfather. He was old enough to be somebody's great grandfather.
No,
I
he
think
definitely was.
somebody's great
And
grandfather.
he wasn't mean about it. He was just direct. Like, he didn't have no.
You think he cussed out Dr. Sabi in heaven?
Yeah.
Or where? What you think he said to him?
Dr. Savy might be in hell if he was alive.
Okay. All right.
Washed of the week is men for apparently single men, particularly.
Oh, shit.
No offense.
What we do?
Why
Why would you say that?
It's just there was reports that I think 35% of single men reported that they didn't have sex at all last year. So, and that's a dramatic increase. Y'all niggas got to step y'all game up. Be nice. Listen to women. I'm not talking to the gay or bisexual or anything like that. Men who slept with men, because the
They
men.
getting a lot of ass.
Yeah, no, that one went up. Like, men who claim to have sex as male partners, that one went up. All you do is just trying to get these women's, these ladies.
Ladies.
Y'all need to like be better people or choose better women, whatever the situation is. I know it's not, some of y'all, it's not y'all fault. It's these girls out here. They want too much. They this and that. Look, pick better women. Be a better person. Be more interesting. Can't just be out here talking about you like The Office. That's not good enough.
Who the fuck watches The Office?
A lot of people watch The Office.
Y'all see the tweets and all that about it.
Niggas love The Office.
I know Caleb Braxton watched The Office.
Niggas love The Office.
That was done. That was the only reason I thought about watching The Office.
I'm gonna call the horny police on you right now.
I didn't say anything. See, maybe I am in that category. I didn't even say anything. I tried to watch The Office.
We got one friend that's in horny. Need to call the horny police on.
That category you just talked about. He definitely fits into that one.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what he said later on when we get off the podcast
fair enough.
about this one woman. Watch Candidate of the Week. I don't want to put that fucking jabroni Eric Holder as the Watch Candidate of the Week.
No. He's worse than Wash.
Yeah, I don't even know. He should be washed up.
Yeah.
But Watch Candidate of the Week. On the police that couldn't hold down them white women on Raw. You mean to tell me you couldn't hold? Like, the only person you should have problems with is Charlotte, because them Viking jeans is heavy and hurt.
Yeah, that's a big lady.
Yeah, that's a big woman. I seen her in person. That's a big woman. Yeah. Like, that's why I said Ric Flair. Yeah, the genetic thing might be real. Yeah. But no, like,
she raised her knee mid-window,
bruh. It was the triple. That's why I keep calling it the Triple H. You know,
but she didn't jump.
And we're not saying she's not a pretty white lady.
No. It's nothing to do with her looks or anything.
She just, athletic. Is that the best way of saying it?
Yeah.
She's strong. She's strong. She's strong.
Yeah. She's versatile.
Now, Ronda Rousey, you might have an issue with. I don't know, but
I ain't got no issues with Ronda.
No, but they had trouble holding them down, like her and Becky Lynch.
Oh well, Ronda can actually fight, so yes.
Bro, it was like 4 cops on her. Motherfucker, put some weight into it. You can't slam them down. Well,
she gonna twist them hips and flip you over, handcuffed.
That little shit ain't gonna work on.
You sound like that Boondock. Wouldn't be me though.
It wouldn't be me though. But I still watch MVP of the week. Other than that,
yeah. Rest in peace, Nipsey.
Rest in peace, Nipsey. Once again,
and big love to the family. Big love to Lauren London.
Absolutely.
Big love to South Central.
All day, South Central to the end.
All right.